Hello, is this thing on? What up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's up, Mick Alexander? Sandra Hune, hey, what's up if you're here? Lisa, if you're here, cool, what's up, what's up? If you're not here, no worries. Mick Alexander, what's poppin'? HH, what's up, what's up, You're still sick? Oh no, I hope you're resting, and I hope you're staying hydrated. Yo, Crimson, what's going on? What's poppin'? What is the dealio, y'all? What is cracking? Besides my bones. Oh man. What's up with everybody? How's everyone doing? We're here. It's a Saturday. It's a super Saturday. We're halfway through February, and y'all got some really good news that I'm gonna share with y'all later. It's super exciting. It's gonna be super sick. But for now, let's go ahead and let's get to heyo. Let's get started. Alrighty, y'all. So we got a lot of cool things going on today. Lots and lots of cool stuffs. Alright, we figured out a new method. Hey, let's get to AO. What's up, Mataz? We got some really cool stuff that we're working on today. A lot of old stuff that we got to finish. Checking the progress on a few things we've ironed, and then we're gonna go over the brand new, what's it, new to me at least, the new air quotes. Way to poke holes. It's super easy. Say goodbye to pens. You don't need a pen, especially this pen. This pen was not good. What kind of pen is this? This is a Bic Crystal? That's an S. Crystal. I thought that was an F for a second. 1.6 millimeter. Don't use this. That will not help you. If you do have to use a pen, I would suggest using this Bic round stick. M for medium, I guess. This one worked pretty well. Really smooth. But there's an even faster way to do that. I think is even more satisfying. So we're going to get into that. We're going to show you that, how to do that. And it's going to be a super fun time. Yeah. So what else are we going to talk about? Blah. We got a couple of new sound redeems that y'all can check out if you press / commands. Hopefully the sound is okay. It's not too soft, not too loud, but we'll adjust as needed. We've adjusted, I was gonna say adopted, but we've adjusted a few different, whatchamacallit, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is actually a good time to test, the Scouter leaderboard to see what it looks like, because, there's no real way to do line breaks. Scouter leaderboard. Let's see what that looks like when we actually pop it out on the chat. Oh! Dang, I got spooked by Hank Hill. It doesn't look super great. Oh, actually, it's fine, I suppose. We might have to. That one's a little low. Okay. So maybe put Bohaha down and put okay up. Let's see. Okay. Because that Bohaha scared me. Gave me the spooks. Okay, those should be updated now. So thanks, Mataz. You couldn't hear the okay? Okay, I'll do that this time because there's a pretty big cooldown on it. Let's see. Okay. There's the second one. And hopefully you're able to hear that one. So, alright, let's talk about the first story here that we got here, and it is that naps will kill you. That's too funny. Naps are gonna kill you, and I put an asterisk here because it might not kill you, but it is gonna kill me. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you can use all the emotes if you click that link. It'll take you to the page. I hope. I'm gonna click it and see if it works. It does, and it opens it up, and it has all the emotes that if you type just as they're there with the same capitalization, you should be able to see it now in our new chat on the stream screen. I thought I was gonna mess it up saying that back to back, but I didn't. What was I gonna say? A Squidward. The what? Oh, naps. Yeah, naps are gonna kill you. Yo, what is going on, Schwinn? Look at that Mega Man dance. Ayo. I have to move this chat though. It's a little squishy. I don't know why it's not going a little more. Oh, you know what it is? I figured it out. Hold on. I got it. I'm gonna do this. Oh, yeah. Now it's not cut off. Oh my god, the eye zoom. I'm so sad. There goes the neighborhood. Elmo's lit it on fire. But you see it on the screen? Nice. Perfect. That's exactly how it's supposed to look like. Oh my god, we did it, y'all. Everybody. Oh, wait a little bit. We did it. Oh my god, we did it. It works now. Oh my goodness. Oh, got me nailing. Just got bonked again. Golly. Rise after a nap. Mm-hmm. That's me. That's me. Being on fire. That is a pretty sweet dance move they got there. But yeah, naps, they're gonna kill you. They're at least for me, they kill me. So yesterday I got home, I had a cool little paper that was like, hey, go eat out at this new restaurant, and it's a grand opening, you get a whole like meal for free. And we went and we ate, and it was delicious. And then I got home, and it was a Friday, and I was like, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. So I got into my pajamas, I sat on the couch, and then I kind of passed out for a little bit. And then I couldn't sleep at night for like 2 whole hours. I fell asleep at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Usually it's like 10:30 p.m. It's crazy. So careful with naps, y'all. Don't let it kill you. It's no bueno. That is me. That is me. I am the Scuff Man. I'm the Scuff Man. Y'all know what I mean, jelly beans? There we go. And then I'll do one of these. Yeah, sometimes the chat will cut off. But for the most part, it should be okay. I don't know. It'll be weird like that. It's fine. It's fine. Whatchamacallit? What we're gonna say? Yeah. So let me show you how to do this cool new method. Gonna be lurking and twerking. Oh, Schwim, but before you go. Just want to tell everyone that it is Schwin's birthday. Happy birthday, Schwin. Woohoo! He's got a crazy cool stream tonight, 7:30 p.m. You should click the link so that you can go and follow him on Twitch, because it's going to be tonight. It's going to be awesome. You should go and check it out. It's going to be super fun, super cool. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Schwin. Yeah, there it is. There's the happy birthday. Suggest Raz twerking emo? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that even looks like, but okay. We'll look into that. We'll look into that practice. Yeah, happy birthday hype. Let's get that birthday hype in here. All right. So we got this Pikachu. It looks so cute. Looks very sleepy Pikachu. And what I've tried to do in the past is, like, if I've had something like this and I wanted to like poke holes, let's say this is flipped over. Let's say it was like this. We're gonna flip it over here. I would try to like just do this while it's on another pegboard and try to like sandwich it, and it would never work. It would never work. But I realized last stream on Wednesday, if y'all were here, that if you just kind of like align it in the back, and then you can actually hear, oh no, you can hear how it's gonna pop into the tape in a second if the camera picks it up. Hold on, let's see, or the mic. And hopefully you're able to hear that. Oh, oddly satisfying. You just like, yeah, push it all in. Maybe start with the edges. Rascal's ASMR. That's me, ASMR McGee. And yeah, you're just gonna like punch them all in. And now you don't have to worry about like doing every single one with your pen. And you still might have to do it if you don't get all of them in, which is fine. And I recommend using this on a pegboard that you don't mind bending and warping, because I'm pressing down pretty hard, and I'm hoping that it's not gonna ruin the pegboard. It probably won't, but just in case, I mean, I don't even iron on the pegboard anyway, so it's not something I have to worry about, but just something to think about. And if you're worried about the progress, you just flip it over. You see, you can probably see, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit. You can kind of see where the holes are and where the holes aren't. Like, there's no holes over here, but you can kind of see the wooden desk through there, in theory, I think. I'm trying to see if I'm able to see anything through them. I'm passing my hand. Oh, yeah, you can see it. So if you see, like, any shadow going through, that's a good sign that you got some holes in there. the camera's not doing a very good job picking it up, but I'm looking at it right now, and it's pretty obvious where the holes are and where they aren't. If you look at it sideways, you'll also see a little bit that's kind of raised there. And you just push it on in. And I suggest going in from the outer edges to the inside. For some reason, I'm sure there's physics and science behind it that explains like why that's easier. And then you bada bing, and then you bada boom. It's like popping bubble wrap. Mm-hmm. You know it. Okay. Dang. This music is soothing. Too soothing. Hey, now this is chill and soothing and hype at the same time. So now we're gonna get it off. We're gonna like raise the roof. Okay. Now we're going to flip it over. Yeah. Now check it out. We have punched holes everywhere. It's like a waffle. It's like a little pancake. It's like a little waffle pancake. Nice. Now, if you wanted to go through it, you could use a pen. Like this one here. But again, sometimes your tape is kind of hard to see where it goes. And you could, you know, just punch through it as needed. I wonder what would be interesting to see is like, how long did it take me to punch holes for Lonk over here from Wednesday's stream? Because we did have to punch holes, and we did this with the pen, and then we ironed it. So if we were to compare and contrast this to that, I'm gonna go ahead and remind myself to do that. Let's see. Remind. Compare and contrast. Oh, I misspelled that. Yep. Oh, yep. Compare and contrast popping speed versus pegboard. I guess it should be not popping, but pen speed. Hey. We'll see how that goes. Because now, what we could do here, let's get all this scruff McGruff, take a bite out of crime. Place it on the pegboard. We're gonna try to line it up. We already have a hole here, so if we tried to line this one up, yep, there we go. So that might be a good tip there to like try to line up 1 or 2 holes already with your pen. And then that should make it so that it'll be easier to align it with the rest of the pegboard. Yeah, it's oddly satisfying. But in the meantime, let's check out our discussion question for the moment. How are you consciously practicing sustainability? And I guess that could be sustainability on like a personal level, or like reusing, recycling, reducing, that sort of deal. However you want to interpret it. For me, it is a big question. It's a super big question. You're right. We got to think deeply on it. Oh no, moving the Perler Bead out of the way. This is really old tape. Sustainability, I think, on a personal level is like making sure I'm getting my rest, making sure I'm not overexerting myself and like trying to do too many things all at once. Like, I need to record 17 shorts and write 7 scripts, and also try to find time to relax and also spend time with my loved ones. You know, it's like, it's okay. It's no rush. Like, we'll get it all figured out eventually. Like, get some stuff going and work on some stuff here and there, but learn how to like balance your life. Kotarubi, hi guys. A question, what is the purpose of making those holes? That's a great question. Hope you're doing well, Kotarubi. Thanks for coming on in. So basically, when we have these holes right here, when we do the iron, this is ironed right here, and it's a little bit of a flatter melt. It's not perfect, and that's okay. As we iron this, not on the pegboard, if we iron on the pegboard, we run the risk of, actually there's a pegboard right here. This pegboard is a little bent and a little warped. It's really hard to see here, but if I put it down, it doesn't stay flat, right? If I touch a corner, boop, 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 it starts moving. If I touch this corner, it starts moving. Like, a perfect pegboard is perfectly flat. Now, what happens is if you iron while this is still on the pegboard, the heat will make it so that the plastic is able to warp and bend, and that's no bueno. You want to keep these pegboards. These are pretty expensive. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like buying new pegboards because I'm broke all the time. So to save your pegboards, we tape it, we take it, remove it, and we poke holes. And as we poke holes, when we iron off of the pegboard, the heat needs to go somewhere, right? If the heat is stuck behind the tape, it'll kind of make a bubble and make things explode. For example, yeah. This is one of the, if you've seen any of my videos, or like the how to iron video, I mean, you'll notice that like this Charmander here has a lot of like exploded warped beads. I call them exploded because they kind of pop like a bubble. Other people call them something else, but you know, they just don't look perfect. They don't look great. Versus like some parts here look pretty close. Yeah, it looks pretty good. These just exploded. And it could be because there's too much heat there and the heat has to escape somewhere, so it just explodes, right? So to avoid that, what we try to do, and it doesn't guarantee that it's not going to happen, it just really lowers the risk. We poke the holes here, so when we iron, none of these here explode. And if we look here, it wasn't perfectly melted, but there are, I would say, 0 explosions here, right? And let's remove the tape and see what it looks like on the other end. So I like to push down a bit, just in case some of these bits and pieces aren't as ironed as the rest of them. It's a pretty decent melt on the other side, so it should be pretty sturdy, but just in case, you never know, right? And this is Lonk from the Legend of Zelda series. He's the hero of time. Our master sword-wielding Lonk. Nice, he's so clever. Thank you so much for answering. Absolutely! That's what we're here for. We're here to, on the live streams, to like, it's hard to answer everyone's questions like by making individual videos for everybody, but if people want to come by and see it in action, ask questions, like this is the time, this is the place to do it. And sometimes wacky shenanigans happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So, for me, I really like sometimes the regular Perler Bead look, like it doesn't, like it's not ironed, I guess, right? So this is like a really heavily flat melted ironed piece right here. But if I do this, where you perfectly, or not perfectly, but rather if you flat melt heavily iron one side, you can theoretically leave the other side unironed. So long as this isn't gonna like drop or anything, it'll stay, right? I'm not planning on chucking this across the room and into a wall. This might be a decoration for next year's Christmas. So this right here is looking pretty good. If I wanted to do a flat melt, I probably should have just spent more time here, but I just wanted to get a sturdy back so I can look at the front and be like, wow, this looks like a cool Perler Bead. You know what I mean? So hopefully that helps. And that's kind of why we're doing the holes for this one, because we want to do the same thing, right? So again, you can kind of see where it's kind of raised. Here, let me see, maybe this way is a better way to look at it. Yeah, there we go. Here it's kind of flat down there. This is raised, it's not really on the pegboard just yet, so we're gonna have to push it down in a little bit. But yeah, how do y'all practice sustainability? I also try to recycle when possible. No, Bead, come back. This tape is from last, not this November, like 4 months ago, but from, what is it, 4 plus 16 months ago. That's when Mataz and I made these. This is one of the characters from BTS's BT21 lineup. This is this Chimmy? No. This is, I don't know who this is. I forget all the names. It's not Cookie. It's Tay-Tay? Ah, Tay-Tay says the expert. Thanks, dear. Thanks, dear. And like this wasn't like a speed run of getting all the holes in there, so I wonder if we time this, how much time we'll actually have saved. So, gonna hopefully guess that most of these are pushed down, so now I'm gonna try to just peel it up off the top there. So, I'm gonna flip it and reverse it to see how it looks on the other side. Get a couple spots that we can like make a few more holes, right? Like right here. Right over there. Yep. Yep. Trying to be sure they got holes poked so the air can go through. And I want to make sure also the holes are like, yeah, they exist, but it's also like big enough and large enough so that we can make sure that there's a hole there that, like, there's a reason why there's a hole there, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's see what else we got. We also have this Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy. It's a silly guy. But really happy with how these came out. Pretty sturdy. We can flip them either way. So we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna get our ironing board that we made, which is over here. 1 second, please. Okay, I got this right here. Yeah. I'm gonna get our tiny little iron here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's get this set up before we plug in our iron. We actually have our Donatello here. And taking a look at how we did this on Wednesday, it's pretty flat melted. Unfortunately, these purple pieces did not melt together because of the tape. Oh no, that's a bummer. There's not much we can do there. So, you want to make sure that all that stuff is melting together, not separately. Bummer. Did you know there's a phobia of things that have a lot of holes or craters in them? I hope no one who has been sure by your stream. What is the name of that, by the way? Holophobia? Shia LaBeoufophobia, because he was a star character in that one movie called Holes. Who's to say? Trypophobia. What's up, Mike? Thanks for coming in clutch with a trypophobia. Pretty sure we talked about it before, too. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I don't know how my sound went all the way down. There we go. Hey, nice. So, we'll peel this off later. Why don't we get one of these ironed really quickly? I guess we'll go with the Pikachu first. Man. Okay, and I kind of want to iron on this side of the board, because in the middle kind of like, since it was my search history at all. There you go. I wonder if I should just label this one as like tape popper, because I feel like it's gonna get pretty sticky now. Already there's like a little piece of tape there, and I don't want that to get ruined, so I might just label this board as like designated tape popper. Let's see. What do you think, chat? What should we name this tape popper? It makes holes. Trypophobia. Label board. Oh, I'm doing it right now. But what do you think? But thanks for the reminder. What do you think we should put in as the name of this tape popper? Yeah, Squidward. Something like. How many times are you gonna use that turtle booty in thumbnails? This is the last time, okay? It's the last time because we're finishing them, so we're gonna put a magnet. Big Poppin'. I love it when you call me Big Poppin'. Let's go with that. Oh. Oh. Come on, pen. Oh, man. This pen has popped so many... There we go. Big. Poppin'. With an apostrophe. Big Poppin'. Definitely not big poopin'. I'm not complaining. People like the turtles, or so I've been told. Okay. Let's get our ironing paper, which is... Let's see if this one still works. This one looks okay. But before we do that, what we want to do is turn this into a tree topper ornament thing. I'm worried about the lack of tape here. This one just might have to be really small. So let's go grab those beads. I got this over here. We got this over here. Yo, Mike, we got a couple new sound redeems. I don't know if you've experimented with them yet or heard them. They've got a kind of a chunky cooldown on them, but because I don't want people abusing them. Okay, where are? Looking for the tweezers so we can surgically put this in. What? Okay. Blink. Love it. Ayo. Nice, 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 nice. Glad you love it. This is gonna be difficult. A, because this tape is so old, but B, because this is just hard. And it's a hard. And it's a hard. And it's a hard Perler Bead to put on old tape. That's Bob Dylan's famous Perler Bead song. I don't know if you've heard about that one. It's pretty famous. If you haven't heard it, it's on you, I guess. I think just 2 for now. 2 of these white beads, as Hank Hill would say. But we're kind of stuck here because there's not enough tape to go up here. Dope. Okay, hopefully we can still pull it off. But we'll see. If not, we'll just make it 1 row shorter and hope for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey. Hey. Yeah, there we go. There's another one. Okay. They're not perfectly aligned, but close enough. Question is, like, will they melt with each other? Are they gonna vibe? Are they gonna pass the vibe check? Hope so. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mateus. Gonna push these down to stick to that old tape. Okay. Now, the real test. First off, what is this gross hair? Get out of here. Dang, I love Mega Man, especially Mega Man songs. Okay. I still gotta save for Cat. But. Is there enough tape there? I think so. Hey, nice. Hopefully. Hopefully when I press down and I iron it, it'll look okay. Should be. It should be okay. Okay, now we're gonna move some stuff around. Alright. Now this is gonna be enough. Just barely. I'm kind of nervous. Maybe I should get another sheet, but should be okay. Okay, now for this one, I'm gonna go and put 2.5 for the heat, maybe even 3. Because I felt like last time I was ironing for way too long. So the iron, I'm gonna put 2.5. So once that light is off, we're gonna go and iron all of these. We'll try to go in slow circles, making sure the heat is being distributed evenly. We'll see what happens.com. People. Have you guys heard of that game, Wild Hearts? It's like Monster Hunter, but not really. I saw my buddy was playing it last night. It looked pretty sweet. But man, another game, another system, more grinding. If only I had the time. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's try to get them all stuck to the paper. Can't say I've heard of it. Oh, it's like Japanese, which is weird because Monster Hunter is Japanese, but it's like more Japanese-inspired, thematically Monster Hunter, I guess, is the way to say it, to describe it. Just check it out. Wild Hearts. Okay, did that one fall off? Dang it! Hey, what happens? We gotta do quick surgery, quickly! Yeah. Get out of there. Yeah. One more black bead. Okay, hopefully that'll be okay. Let's continue. Just be a little more careful without knocking the beads on the side over. What I've noticed lately is that, like, for these bigger pieces, is that when I iron them, they, maybe it's because the paper is older and I'm reusing older paper, that they're not, like, sticking as much to the paper as I'm used to them doing. But it could very much be, it's like, oh. Yeah, maybe they're dusty. Okay, this is heated up again. Let's try again. Because, yeah, these papers sometimes just hang out in the basement. Okay. Ironing and ironing and ironing, yeah. Yo, what's up, Sugar Super? Going on a heist with 69 points. Alrighty, y'all, what you got? I would heist, but kind of busy at the moment with all this ironing here. Trying to aim for that flat melt as flat as possible. Let's get a flat Pikachu. Heist 1000. Oh my gosh, heist 120. You guys are mad lads and mad lasses and mad pixel peeps. Okay, it's heating up a bit. Did I lose a bead? This one fell off on the side, and it was ironing sideways, so I had to replace it and do some surgeries. Yep. Okay. Maybe I should say, okay. Trying to get these side black pieces, the outer edges in. Because I feel like they were giving me a lot of trouble last time. Yeah. Pull over for 1 second, miss the surgery? I know. It's like we're playing that game, Surgery. That #1 hit board game. Family-friendly board game, Surgery. Or Operation. Yeah, that's what it's called.
I thought you were joking.
Maybe I was joking, maybe I wasn't. A childhood favorite game. Yep. You know it. Okay, now we got a lot in the center here we gotta take care of. The center of unironed beads. CUB. It's like the CDC, but not really at all. In any way, shape, or form. Creepy. Oh my god, the clutter rat's desk was too much. It ate the whole crew. It ate everybody. Oh my goodness. Y'all, heists be crazy nowadays. It used to be 75% success rate, but we lowered it. It's a little harder now. By little, I mean, it's a bit harder. So just a heads up. Because last stream, we all went crazy with the heists. But damn, everyone got eaten. Rest in pieces. Hopefully you guys will respawn soon. I wonder if I should go in... I mean, this gives me more control when I iron it this way, but I wonder if I should just go in like with a crazy high heat first. And then do the touch-ups afterwards, because this is going to be a pretty sweet flat melt, at least for the Pikachu side. The blues, it's really hard for me to tell. The black beads, it's hard for me to tell. All of them. I know some of them are looking good. These white beads are not closing up. Okay, so the yellow is looking much better. Much, much better. Let's go for this area right here. Okay. Okay, I think this is as good as it's gonna get without us over ironing and for things to explode. So I think we should call it quits right around here. Once I get these to close, I think we'll be good. Yeah. Come on, white beads. Come on, white beads. Actually, I need them to be a little open so I can hang some ribbon with them later. Alright, I think we're good with this one. Alright, we're gonna put it under some heavy books. Ah, it's hot, it's hot. My books are so far away. Yeah. Wowza, that was a scorcher. Scorcher, am I right? Honestly, the most realistic heist, I'm worried the clutter under your desk is actually gonna eat me one of these days. Oh, classic Mateus. Always chirping me. One more. Yeah. I like the little iron news. You should link your supplies in the video descriptions like Notion. I'm a sucker for Notion. Alright, we need more ironing paper. Is this gonna be big enough without the crease? Yes, almost perfectly so. Okay, for this one we're gonna crank it to 3 and going hot and heavy in the beginning. Maybe a little after 3. And we'll see how quickly it melts everything. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be super hot fire right here. Trying to make sure that none of the beads roll off the edge there, like for the previous one. Okay, looks like some of them are getting ironed to the paper, which is good. Yeah, maybe I should link this iron in the description. I had big lofty ideas when I first made this YouTube channel, and I was like, I'm gonna make an Amazon affiliate link, and I'm gonna put Perler Bead materials in there. And then a few months later, they're like, hey, no one's bought anything you linked, so we're gonna close your account for you. I'm like, okay. Y'all, I was so sad. I was a sad man. A sad Perler Bead guy. I'm like, oh my gosh. I opened something I was completely rejected. But that is life. It is life. Ah, I'm back to normal. But I'm crying. But I'm back. There we go. Alright, starting at 3 is not a bad idea. It's going okay. These are sticking more to the paper. These are closing a bit faster. I don't feel like I need to press down as much. And you would think I had like a handy dandy chart that would tell me like, okay, this is this size. Let's start at this heat with this iron. And that's my advice to y'all. Like, start like recording data as to what's working and what's not working. Where have you messed up? Where have you found success? And try to replicate that. I'm ironing my left hand because my right hand is sore. That carpal tunnel syndrome, man, kicking in hot. No bueno. These beads in the center, because they have so many beads around them, they're the ones that are going to be probably the hardest to melt at this moment, because the heat is being spread through them instead of being focused on 1 or 2 beads. So that's the tough one for this one. I mean, the other one is the same exact design, so maybe it's the opposite of what I've been saying, like focus on the edge ones later. But I feel like now with my right hand, I'm able to press down towards the front and make a more concerted effort to iron certain ones. Like that, those yellow ones are done. They're done, son. These red ones and the black beads right there, they're gonna need a little extra loving. Like a McLovin from the hit movie Superbad. Though the purple ones, it's really hard for me to tell exactly where they are based on how they're kind of not bleeding through the paper. But we be trying. Yeah. Anyone got any cool, crazy plans this weekend? Some of us in the States have President's Day off on Monday. I think me and the boys, we might try to beat Terraria this weekend. And then start our Minecraft. Maybe. Okay, I'm really hoping that these are getting iron to one another. Because if not, I'm kind of screwed there. The red looks like it's closing pretty good. I think we're ready to throw this under a heavy book. Let me just get these ones at the bottom here. A couple more on the side over here. This looks good to me. All right. I'm gonna put the iron to minimum. I'm gonna unplug it. Work, and homework. Oh my gosh. Work and homework at home. That's nuts. Okay. Those are cooking underneath those heavy books. Dang, working on the weekend. Isn't there a song about that? Or is it working until the weekend? All right, so we got Donatello that we actually popped last Wednesday with the same method that we did there. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove the tape here and see how he came out in general. This is the biggest mini Perler Bead thing I've made yet. And you know what, I'm gonna do rows here, so that not too much is being pulled at any one given time. Because I get nervous. I was watching this guy, he was making like 3D Perler beads, but like kind of not like when you see some 3D stuff like Pokeballs or whatever that they have like interlocking pieces. Dang it. It was more like layers, like almost like a Minecraft if you were to do pixel art or aka voxel art, which I'm not sure what the etymology is, where that word comes from, but it's supposed to be like 3D pixel art. Working for the weekend, that's the one. Working for the weekend, but it is the weekend and you're working for it. Dang, that sucks. But yeah, I'm just so curious how they do stuff like that, and I want to eventually do something like that. But I say eventually because I mean right now you've seen my Notion. I talk about it all the time, and I show you guys every stream that it's just like chock full of ideas. Like I'm gonna do a stream about this, I'm gonna do a stream about that, and it's a whole lot. Mine plus raft, absolutely. That's the game. You think it's about mining? Nope. It's actually about whitewater rafting, which is pretty dangerous, actually. But very fun. If you're into that sort of thing. If you're that sort of daredevil type of person. Okay, we got that piece out. It's kind of weird for a second there. It's like, why is this coming off? Okay, gotta pull here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yay! There we go. Alright, let's check out the next discussion question. Blah, 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 blah. I trip over my words all the time. Do you have any tattoos? Okay, that's a great question. I don't have any tattoos, but I do have an awesome idea for one. But if you have tattoos, what are they? And where do you have them? And what do they look like? And why'd you get it? And how much did it cost? And did it hurt? And has it faded? And how do you take care of it? I have so many questions. Oh! Looks like some of this tape got melted in there. That's gonna be a bit pain in the butt to clean. But we'll try it. Usually that happens when you're doing a flat melt and it's like really flatly melting it on a certain section. Wow, this is no joke. This song reminds me of Risk of Rain 2. There we go. Yeah. One on each shoulder, in case anyone's thinking of or less shoulders. I have one of each of my 3 shoulders. Okay, this is going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get off. This chunk might come off as a whole chunk, but we'll see. Come on. Come on. Well, I'm going to start raging, because it's so hard to get off. I wonder if I use some soap or something, if it'll come off. Both Zelda and 64 game related. Let me guess. You have a Majora's Mask on one, and then you have a horse on the other one. Doesn't really hurt. It feels like scratching a sunburn. Like, in general, like now? Or like when you're getting it? Okay, wait, hold on. I think this piece is going. Oh, yeah. So satisfying. Hey, Squidward. Oh. Yeah. Come on. Work, work. Angelica. Work, work. Eliza. And then my favorite line. And Peggy. Yeah. Ugh, so tedious. When getting a tattoo, oh, okay, it doesn't hurt at all after a couple days. That's crazy. I mean, it depends on where you get it, right? Because I've heard, like, if you get it, like, anywhere where the skin is really close to the bone, like, it hurts more. I mean, I could have heard wrong. Or maybe, Mike, you have a superhuman tolerance for pain. Come on out. Come on out. Ugh, there's got to be a more efficient way of doing this. I feel like I'm going to throw my head to get close enough to scratch it off. And lick my thumb a little bit. Give it some moisture. I got mine some meatier parts. A meaty shoulders made out of meatballs. The meatball shoulders. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. And this, kids, is why you shouldn't over melt your flat melts. Especially if you're using tape. I feel like I'm kind of doing a deep cleaning as a dental hygienist on someone who hasn't like brushed their teeth in like 18 months and they've never heard of the word floss. And they're like, ow, why does this hurt so much? It's like, well, you let your calculus build up and all this plaque, sir. Let's be real, it's probably a guy. Hey, what's up, Faye? Poking them holes, you got it. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? I just thought the same thing. How you doing, Faye? I saw the new Trigun keychains and looks so cute. I love them. Where'd it go? It looks so, so cute. And I have not watched the new Trigun yet. Every week I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and watch some anime. And then like, you know what? I'm gonna fall asleep instead. Whoops. Okay, we're almost done here. We're almost done, folks. Thanks for your patience. Yep. Almost got it out. Yeah. Okay, that'll be enough for now. I get those little... Got the same... Oh, no spoilies, that's right. Ta-da! We got Donatello! And he doesn't have any droppings around them. Those are just the purple things from his bandana that fell off. But this is what you would see in the game. Or this way, he's like taunting the other way. The Game Boy came out perfectly flat melted. Other chunks, not so much. Here at the bottom, looking pretty good. Got a couple holes around here. Like the hit Shia LaBeouf movie. But the thing is, like, no one really looks at this as closely as the person who makes it does. At least that's what I think. When I look at other people's Perler Bead stuff, I just look at the picture, I'm like, oh yeah, I believe him, it looks great. I don't zoom in, I'm like, oh, look at these imperfections here. Because that'd be really weird if I did that. Time to drink some water. Alright, for y'all who don't have any tattoos, what kind of tattoo would you get? Like, I got a tattoo, for example. Whoa, this gassy water came out of nowhere. Alright, so here's my idea. So, I'm gonna use Donatello here as an example. You see this shoulder here? Well, I'm gonna put this purple stuff here to show you an example. So, I have, I don't know if you can see it on my hands or my arm. Let me see here. There you go. So, I have, like, these little birthmarks around my arm and stuff. And I have one, like, right here in my shoulder. Another time, when I was running through an obstacle 5K mud run, we were doing this one thing where you had to like crawl under barbed wire, and then I guess I raised my shoulder too high because it got caught, and whoosh, I sliced myself. So I have like a dot here, and then I have like a scar of barbed wire that kind of makes like a smiley face, right? But it's one eye and a smiley face. So my tattoo idea would be to just put a little dot, bzz, and then it'll be like a perfect smiley face, and it'll be like nature and art and the environment makes me who I am. I don't know, something silly like that. Scars are just all natural, organic tattoos. This is true. This is true. Tattoos that are really hard to get rid of. You know what's really scary though? That if you like suffer from scurvy, all of your scar tissue just kind of goes away and you just start reopening those old wounds, and all your scars just start pouring out blood. Blah, 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 blah. Super creepy. Alright, so here's the next bit, y'all. Here's what we're gonna do next. What? Yeah, scurvy does that to you. It do be creepy like that. Is that a phobia? If not, I think it just creepy. Scurvy phobia. It's scary out there, folks. So, we got ourselves a pegboard right here. And we are gonna make a new pixel person. You gotta get some oranges now, that's right. Gotta fight that scurvy. Scurvy's no good for you. Alright, we're gonna move this stuff out of the way. You guys know what's crazy? Orange in English is, or maybe it wasn't used, I think the color / name came from the Netherlands, but I can't remember. But the word orange is the name of the fruit, and the color is based off of the fruit. Did you know the same thing applies to lemon? Lemon is a color, and it's named after the lemon, like the fruit, lemon. I learned that today. It blew my mind. Look it up. It's crazy. It's crazy. That lemons are based after the color lemon, just like oranges. Or sorry, the color is based off the fruit. So there's a color called lemon, and it's named after it because of the fruit lemon. Same thing for orange. No, the color is lemon. Look it up. Look up lemon color origin story. Oh my god, that is my phobia. Your belly button is a scar, so your belly button open up and you get scurvy. Oh god! Pretty sure it originated from the joke, orange you glad and it's a banana. Hey, you know what? Let's call this new color orange you glad and it's a banana. But how can we say it shorter? Why don't we come up with a different way to shorten that? Why don't we come up with you know, something silly, you know, throw some letters in called, call it lemon. Lemon will do it. Orange you glad I didn't say lemon? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna make a new pattern real quick, and then we're gonna make a new Perler person. We need something that no other word rhymes with. Orange, lemon, banangular, lemangelo. And here's what we're gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna move this over here a little bit so we can see over here. Scuba or skydiving? Neither. Alright, y'all, check this out. It's me, Raz. That's me. And over here, that's Matthias. Same, neither. I think I'd rather go scuba diving, but scuba diving is terrifying because if you like panic or move at a too weird or too fast a rate, you have entered the bone zone. And bone by, I mean by skeleton. because it is not a pleasant time for you down there. And then you'll die. I'm too afraid to get in the bends. Oh no, not the bends. Boop. I don't know what the bends are. No idea what the bends are. Grid settings. 1 by 1. Bam. Now we got a pattern. That's right, because you turned into a skeleton. Alright. So we're gonna just screen cap this real quick. Yeah, got it. We're gonna go and open up paint. We're gonna paste it over here. Now we have a pattern for a new Perler person. Save as PNG. My desktop is a nightmare right now. Look at all this stuff out here. We're gonna call it Matea's pattern. Cause Matea's, y'all. I don't know if you know who this is. That's my partner, Matea's. Blink. I'm scared of heights and I can't breathe well. My torso's in water, so neither for me. No other way to interpret it. There you go. Okay, so now, boom, we're back. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to open up. Actually, no, we don't open up anything because we can do this. We're gonna do a switcheroo. We're gonna switch some windows. Boom, boom, boom. Instead of taking us 1,000,000 minutes, it's only taking us a few seconds. Right, now check this out. We're gonna turn this on. Oh, bam! Yeah. And then what we could do is add the new layer, have like a crazy cool bright color that's gonna block everything. There you go. Oh. But we're going to cover it, and then we'll move it as needed, like so. Oh, bam. That's what we're gonna start with. Right there. Yeah. I'm making Matea's. From Google, an illness that arises from the rapid release of nitrogen gas from the bloodstream is caused by bubbles forming in the blood and other tissues when a diver, the bends, oh my god, ascends to the surface of the ocean too rapidly. Which is weird because I'm a water baby. I love being in the water. Does that mean you were born in water? Like, did your birthing parent give birth to you, like, and you're in the water? Or, like, is that your water sign? It could be fatal. That sounds fatal. Getting bubbles in your blood. I like bubbles in my sparkling water, as you can see here. It's at the bottom of the glaze, but, like, nowhere else. I mean, I like making bubbles. Spicy water, so yum. Yum yum in my tum tum. Okay, what's the first step? First, we need to get some. You know what? I'm gonna bring me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get. Literally, I'm right here. I came. Oh yeah. So, while this is a darker color, we're gonna go with black there. So, luckily we have black right here. Let me get Lonk out of the way. He's kind of in a weird place. It can take a while for it to take effect too. You mean the bends? Oh no. Diver sickness is terrifying. Oh my gosh. No, it means I'm super comfortable in the water and prefer that to the land or sky. Oh, nice. Water, baby. Yeah, I did swimming and water polo for 4 years of my life. Water polo for 4.5, and then I coached water polo for 3 years at my old high school where I used to go to school, and it was awesome. So I get that. But oddly enough, whenever I'm around the pool again, like nowadays, I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. I spent enough time in the water. I don't want to turn into I don't know, water monster. But that's just me. Okay, so Lonk, get out of here. We're looking at me and Mateus, okay? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna need some out here. And this is gonna be so weird working with regular size Perler beads because the mini beads take so much longer. But I'm so happy to be doing it. Feels so good. Now, is this kind of in the middle? Not really, so let's move this. That's closer. Okay, cool. Boat, baby. Can I get that more of a ship, baby? Ships and ferries are the coolest places to be. Nice. In Japan, we took... Oh no, this iron keeps dropping. We took a lot of ferries when we were doing a travel on our honeymoon. It was awesome. We went to Miyajima, and they had like oysters and clams. It was so yum. And they had the giant gates in the waters. It was super sweet. That's kind of around water, right? Hey, boat baby, boat baby. Okay, so how many shades of pink and purple? We need 2. But the not the problem, but the issue. Which color? Is this the right color? That can be one of the colors, maybe. And then I guess we gotta wait for Mataz to ask them, because this is more purpley than it is pink with these colors here. So instead, we're gonna go and do the outline in black, and then we'll ask Mataz when they come back down. Ding, bam, 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 bam. Whoop. Boink. Boink. Okay. So one more down here. Okay. Oh, one more there. This one goes down there. Fantastic. And this is as wide as it gets. Perfect. Blink. Yeah, I was just thinking this morning of like Mass Effect 4 coming out eventually, and I was like so hyped. I was like, oh my god. So excited. I love Mass Effect so much. 1, 2, 3. If only I can convince Mataz to like play it, like convince him to play Stardew Valley. Oh my gosh. That'd be so sick. This is going so much faster than it would be with mini beats. That's crazy. Alright, next discussion question. What are you most grateful for in this season of life? So like nowadays, what are you most grateful for? I'm grateful for Mataz. That's why I'm making them. Definitely not because I didn't make a Valentine's Day gift or anything. Which is not true. I wrote a letter, and it was sweet. And I also made an excellent drawing. And let's just say I stick to pixel art instead of actual art because, I can control this a lot easier. And the regular drawing, not so much. Not so much. Boink. Boink. Oh. There we go. And then underneath the eyeballs is going to be where the other black beads are going to go. And if it's anything like me, we got 2 more coming down right here. Yeah. But let's see. What else am I grateful for? Grateful for the weather. It hasn't been too crazy. It's been actually quite warm for this winter. Not a lot of snow. And I love the snow, but it's kind of a pain to drive in. I'm grateful for the chat. Thanks, chat, for swinging by and being such cool peeps. I'm grateful that we switched to YouTube. Not to bash Twitch, but having a lot of fun here on YouTube. I think it's a better fit for me personally. And then we don't have black for a long time, I think. So the shoes. And then we have a bunch of different colors. Now the colors we can work with. But let's get the colors for this skin. And it's different than my design, because my design has like black beads all around, as you can see, over here and over here. But instead, we are gonna use, I don't know what to call it. It's like a shaded version. So let's go find the same skin tone. might be this color. Let's have a look. Is this the same color as this? It is. Okay, cool. So now we need something a little bit darker than this for the shadow. It's probably gonna be this one. Yeah, so go with that. Beep 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 boop boop. And then I actually have blush, but this is like bubblegum, I think. No, it's not bubblegum. It's a different color. We'll get there when we get there. Oh yeah, so where does this start? Let's go up here because we still have to figure out the hair in a bit. But at least we know where this goes. So according to the eyeballs, it go like there. Listen to the eyeballs when they're calling for you. Listen to the eyeballs. Something is true. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to the eyeballs before you tell the eyeballs bye. It's a pretty good song, right? Hey, I need your opinion.
Yeah.
So, you see your hair? What colors would you like?
I like those.
These two?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully we have enough. If not, have to. It's fine because it might be more in the bin, the bead bin, the bin bead. But we'll give it a shot. Cool. How does it look? How does it feel to be looking at yourself? Looking into your own eyeballs. Perler Bead depth. Okay. Thanks, dear. Alright. Now that we got this going on, let's go get these colors. Fix the Rooney. Oh, there's another black bead. And this one is toasted, so we're not gonna use that. Here, what I'm gonna do, because I think the light keeps moving in and out, I'm gonna move this up a little bit. There we go. That should be a little bit easier. Okie dokie. Oh yeah. Alright. Next layer. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got these two over here. One over here. These two over here. Okay, blah 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 blah. It's gonna go there. It's gonna go there. Alright. Oh dang, y'all, is this story time? Yeah, I guess I'll poll you guys. Let's see if you want to do a poll. I mean, if you want to do a poll, if you want to do a story, or if you want to skip it. Boink. I just put yes, no. Blah 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 blah. Because we can always just continue with the regular old discussion questionroonies. Oh, this one barely has any. Heyo. Yeah. Don't know if we're gonna have enough without going to the bean bid. The bean bid. Eh? I did this wrong. How did I do this wrong? It should be. Oh, I see now. Got him. And by got him, I mean got myself. Blink. Now let's check the poll. Just now, 1 vote. I guess I wait for more people to come in. And then maybe we can do less story. Pow. AKA. Yep, this one goes right here. Ka-chow. Boink. We also need to recreate the fire lava magma bead from the Pokemon. From the Pokemon gym badges, because that one was overmelted, and I also lost it. It's somewhere. I don't think I threw it away, but it's somewhere. Oh. Nice. Thank you for voting, whoever you are. But, hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Because not everyone who's gonna watch is gonna be here live. And we gotta give the people what they want, even if that people is one. One people. Because no one said no. So maybe they're just like, yeah, I just don't want to click it. And that's okay. There's no problem with that. So, let's go to the storyboard thingamabob. Let's go. Where is that? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. Let's see if y'all can see this. Hoo-yah. Okay, that should work. Boom. All right, let's see. What are we going to get? Oh, green. Teacher stories. Whoa. All right. We're almost done. But I feel like I've told some of these stories with Sophocles and sounding like someone famous. All right, let's just do it. And we'll just remove it this time. Oh man, I love this story. I'm gonna save that. And now, let's head on back to party time. Big money, but no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Okay. Let's go to Jeopardy slides. Interact with the Jeopardy slides. There we go. Okay, teacher stories. All right. So there was this guy, right? He was a Greek guy. His name is Sophocles, right? Sophocles. Sophocles, as you might say in the English Romanized version, right? And so he wrote some Greek tragedies, some dramas, and one was Oedipus Rex. If you don't know, it's a story about Oedipus, how he tries to defy his fate and accidentally makes it come true. So basically what happens is the parent guardians of Oedipus, the mother and father, they get a prophecy. It's like, hey, one day your son is gonna kill you, dad, and marry you, mom. And they're like, oh no, this is awful. This is the worst. So what do they decide to do? They go and they're like, we can't like kill the baby because everyone hates that. So why don't we just leave it in a forest, and whatever happens to it happens to it. We didn't technically kill it. We're just gonna leave it there to fend for itself, and the gods can't get angry with us. So leave the baby there in the forest, in the woods, on top of a hill. Pick your version. And luckily, a pair of farmers swing by at the right time, and they save the baby. But they wouldn't realize that the parents, it's true, they can't kill the baby. Everyone hates that. So they put like a sort of like a piercing needle in between Oedipus's like ankles to kind of leave him from like getting up and walking around and leaving and getting to safety. And so the farmers, they find him, they take the needle out, and from then on he has like kind of a swollen foot. And that's what Oedipus means, like, right? So Oedipus means, I think, swollen foot. And so he grows up, and he gets a prophecy one day that says, hey, man, one day you're going to kill your dad and marry your mom. And he's like, no, not my farmer dad and mom. I don't want to kill my farmer dad and marry my farmer mom. That's weird. Because incest, yeah, it's another one. Everyone hates that. No one likes incest. So he's like, all right, mom and dad, I'm out. Peace. And he goes, travels, he's on the road, and he gets to a four-way intersection, and he gets there first. Or so he thinks. And so does a carriage with an older man, surrounded with some guards. And they're at this four-way stop, and you know who goes first. The person who first gets there. But they start arguing about, I was here first. No, I was here first. No, you go. No, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna. And they get into a fight. Oedipus, he's kind of a guy who gets really angry really quickly. So he goes in rage, and he brutally murders everybody. The old guy, the bodyguards, he kills them all. He keeps going his adventure. He's like, yeah, no big deal. NBD, I'm just walking around killing people, no problem. And he runs into the city of Thebes, but he realizes that it's under siege by a sphinx. And it's closing the roads, it's not letting medicine and food travel in and out. And he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta save this town. So he goes to the sphinx, and he's like, yo, sphinx, let me through. And sphinx is like, nah, I'm gonna give you a riddle. And if you can't solve the riddle, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna eat you. He's like, all right, word, let's go. He's like, all right, what has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening? And he thinks about it, he figures it out. He's, oh, damn, it's a human being, because a baby crawls on all 4. Then an adult walks on 2, and when they get old, use a cane. And the Sphinx gets so upset, and this happens a lot in Greek tragedy, they get so upset that they just, like, end themselves, and they die. And he saves the town. Everyone's like, yeah, Oedipus, he's the best, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. So they turn him to the king. They're like, you know what, you just be the king, bro. Just go be the king. Like, just do it, man. And so he becomes the king of Thebes. And they're like, hey, you know what, the queen's been here for a while. Why don't you just marry her? So he marries Jocasta. Years go by. They have a couple kids together. And Thebes is kind of settled with the whole curse. And they're like, oh my god, what's up with this curse? And they're like, yo, whoever killed that last king, they were never held accountable for their crimes, so this curse is gonna stay here until someone figures that out. So Oedipus is like, yo, I'm gonna figure it out. Who did it? Long story short, he realizes it was himself. He figures out that he's the one who killed his dad, and the old guy was the king. He was just traveling. He murdered him. He did save the city, the kingdom, and then he became the king by marrying the former queen, or just the queen who was there, which was Jocasta, which was his actual mother. So he married his mom, killed his dad, had a couple kids with his mom, and he gets so upset that he basically, Jocasta, after realizing all this, she pulls a sphinx and she ends herself too. Oedipus in a fit of rage, he's like, oh, I have seen too much, and he gets pins from her dress and stabs his own eyeballs out, and he's blinded, and he exiles himself, and he that's his way of repenting, right? Long story. Yeah, I think it's the same. Long story short, this is the play of Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. And if you see on the right there in the picture, we have a Jeopardy game I was playing. I was teaching this play to a group of freshmen. And so one of the easier questions was like, okay, for 200 points, who wrote the play Oedipus Rex? And there was this one kid who got so excited, he raised up his highlighter. That's his way of buzzing in. And before I can even say his name, he's like, yo, I got this. He gets up, he gets his hands and he slams the desk as hard as he can and goes, douche. And he says, Sophocles. And dude, everyone just started cracking up. It was just so funny because he was so confident and he said it wrong. It was Sophocles, but he said Sophocles. And it was hilarious. And we all just, as some people like to say, we just died laughing. Unlike Oedipus's mom/wife and the Sphinx and Oedipus's dad. They did not die laughing. They died horrible, gruesome deaths. And that's the story about Sophocles. All right. Way to go, everybody. We did it. Let's head back to the action. Hopefully you enjoyed that. All right. Let's go back to where we were. BDBDB. All right, it says here, do you give back or volunteer with any organizations? Hope you can tell the story of Oedipus Rex on Drunk History one day. Oh my gosh, you should call me up. And I'll be like, yo, what's up? It's your boy. It's your boy Raz. I'm here to tell you a story about Oedipus Rex. I love that show. That show's hilarious. All right, we got to move this down a little bit. Boink. There we go. Well, yeah, Greek tragedies, am I right? We learned a lot about dramatic irony, which is like, you know, as an audience, you know what's going to happen. But the characters in the play, or on stage, or in the show, or the movie, they don't know what's happening. And you're like, What are they gonna do when they find out? Oh my god, they're gonna find out. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? It builds that tension. We went over that word so many times in that class. The T word. T stands for tension. But not hypertension, just regular tension. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, I tell you. Dang. That song's giving me a throwback memory time to that one time I played Persona 5 and it was so sick. These questions today seem very socially conscious. Yeah, we ran out of would you rather questions and it was just like discussion questions that are deep. And here we are. Do you give back and volunteer with any organizations? I don't know. Do I? That's for me to know, you to find out. Never, that is. That's not true. I used to volunteer at a clinic to help folks get vaccinated. Oh, I don't need black pieces anymore. I already got those filled out. That was great. Now I do need to get that blush. I need to figure out that color. But once I put the purples down, we'll figure that out. What are you doing to be sustainable? Do you volunteer? Yeah, those are some pretty heavy-duty questions, aren't they? Socially conscious. Let's go, society. What do I need? Oh, yeah. I need this. The skin. Give me the skin, please. Wowza wheelers. This goes by so much faster without the without mini beads. These regular size beads, they're huge. They're so big. There we go. A red mouse, just like me. Okay, this is gonna go right there and right there. Had a couple buddies who, when they cleaned a stream, to volunteer and try to give back, which is very sweet of them to do. Had another buddy who was like, bro, that doesn't do anything. Like, why would you do that? Why would you waste your time? And it's like, it does stuff for the local people and the local creatures in the environment. Even though on the long, big scale, it might not do as much as one would like. It's still something. And he goes all that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, come on, man. It's like walking up to a person, have you donated a kidney today? Pretty much. Well, have you, HH? Because if not, people are going to judge you, bro. They're going to be like, oh my god, you haven't donated a kidney today? I donated a kidney last week, and I'm donating my other one today. How's that? Oh, that's right. We need blush there. I keep forgetting. We'll get those after we put these purples in. Hey, this one goes. We need a few more. We need this one here. This one here, one more. You die if you donate both, because I know you would. That's why it was a joke. It was a joke about donating too many kidneys. Because we're being socially conscious on the chat today. Unless you're, wait, is it axolotls that they can regenerate organs? Or am I making that up? Or is it like a certain type of lizard? Or like an amphibian that they're just like, yeah, I can just regrow that one. That's okay, I got a spare one. Or am I thinking of Invader Zim when he's like, my squiggly spooch. I think it was this color. It was, perfect, okay. So I just need, there you go. Axolotl have super regeneration. That's crazy. Hey, HH, maybe you know this. I think I asked this before, but I don't know if you're on. I heard that axolotls, like, if they get super stressed, they'll just, like, transform into, like, a salamander and be terrestrial or something like that, and it's, like, not good for them to be that stressed out and for that to happen. Do you know anything about that? Whoa, that's crazy. That's nutter butters. Man, we're gonna need so many colors here. That happens. Dang, that's crazy. Poor axolotls. I had to Google axolotl. I thought it was a Pokemon. It is a Pokemon. There's a few at least 2, I think, that are based off axolotl. I know Mudkip is one. I think Whooper is the other one. Whoop Whooper. That's what I ordered last time I was in Burger King. I was like, yo, can I get a Whooper, please? There's axolotl on Minecraft. Oh, we're gonna start playing Minecraft soon. I'm so excited. Betty Betty Excite Bike. It's gonna be so sick. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of different colors here. We have the red that we can put in, so let's do that. From the white, it's 1, 2, 3 there. And do we need red or any of these colors? Pico, oh my god! When you put them back to back, they look really funny in the chat. I'm so happy that we have them. That's so cool. Alright, I'm gonna do everything but the colorful colors right now. Oh. In hopes that we'll be able to clear the desk. Underneath, yeah, that goes there. So this should go right here. Nice. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's look at the next socially conscious question. Where in the world would you like to live, and what's the reason for it? Okay, a little less socially conscious, a little more basic conversation. Let's see. I'm a former Florida man. For a reason, I don't want to live in Florida. It's too hot. Too much traffic. Too many wackos. The food is delicious, though. Anywhere but here. Oh my goodness. Where's anywhere? Do you have any specifics? I know you're trying to tell me something, Matthias. Because I'm tired of moving. I don't want to do it again. Moving 18 times in 10 years really does a number. On your soul. Your immortal soul. Japan, Korea, Scotland, Belgium. Nice. Nice. Interesting. We can finish the blocks, the shoes, and then be done with black and whites. Oh, and we have gray right here. How perfect. And then we'll put these away and make some more space. So, why do you want to live in Japan? What's the draw there? Is it because they live in the future and they got robots? And they have Gundams? Dude, that game was so sick. Gundam Battle Assault. The fighting game, but with Gundams. Oh my gosh, I love playing the game so much. Maybe not Japan anymore. Korea would be ideal because we could eat yummy food all the time and visit Japan whenever we want. Ayo. But why not Japan anymore? Did something happen to make you lose its the appeal lost you now? I'm a bit afraid of natural disasters happening everywhere. Oh, yep, that'll do it. They got some tsunamis every once in a while. And some earthquakes. Yeah, Florida had hurricanes. But we kind of like, I mean, it's a swamp as is, so it's not very surprising that we had to deal with that sort of stuff, but... Alright, I'm putting the black and white beads back. And the hurricane that happened a few years ago that wiped out the road to Kansai Airport. Oh my gosh, that was pretty scary. I'm trying to wonder which kind of gray we should use for these shoes, because we're trying to make a black and white Converse over here. And this is a light gray. That's a regular gray. So let's see what it looks like when we do it this way. Excuse me. I still love Japan. There's no hate to Japan or the people that live there. Oh, Japanese people are so nice. Nicest people I've ever met my whole life. So polite, so happy, at least to your face. And then when you turn around, they're like, bro, what a stupid idiot. Can't believe he doesn't know where the nearest McDonald's is. What a weenie. Nah, they wouldn't say that. I'm not liking this, so I'm gonna put these back. I think I like the other grays better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we use the dark gray down there. Yeah, Japan's pretty sweet. What's the draw to Scotland? Is it because of that one-hit TV show, Outlander? Do you think you'll go back in time and have to deal with the political upheaval of the time? Where am I moving to? I'm moving to, depending on your answer, Scotland. Sounds like you have some pretty good reasons. Maybe it's a haggis. To live? Like the idea of New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand actually sounds so awesome. Nightbot chill. I know. Okay, so I don't. Every time I think I fix Nightbot, it comes back with a vengeance. It really does. Although I've been there, it sounds nice. Yeah, New Zealand added to the list. I'd actually love to go to New Zealand too. To check it out at first, I guess, before committing my entire life. You know what I mean? All right, we're done with the grays and the reds and the skin tones. So we're gonna put all those back. Yeah, we can go live in a hobbit hole. That'd be so sick. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard, aka New Zealand land. If there's a New Zealand, is there an Old Zealand or just regular Zealand? Just pulling out a lot of colors here so we can take a look and see how they look compared to everything else. What? Hey Samuel, what's going on? They're back. Okay, we got some more colors. Here we go. Oh yeah. When a certain angry man was getting into office, I actually put in an application to immigrate to New Zealand. Whoa, that's crazy. How did that go? Korea, Scotland, New Zealand would all be lovely. I like that nature is there, easily accessible and all. Sure is. What's up, Samuel? Amahedas? Am I saying that right? Amahedas? What's going on? We're here making my partner Matthias. Because this is me. And this is me over there. Right, yes. All my Aussie friends give me crap for it. I panicked, okay. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Where they're just like, why would you go not to Australia? Because they got their own issues, I think. I'll put yellow there. The hard part of this is like, we use a color and then like for 4 beads and we're done with it. So let's put that back. We do need orange. If I don't remember, there was a Zealand, or at least the hypothesis, why is it so hard for me right now, of a bigger island called Zealand, or Aotearoa in native language. Interesting. That's fascinating. I never would have guessed. Okay, we do need a dark red, and are we gonna put, you know what we should do? Is maybe put orange up here, and then put our boy Cheddar. Everyone's favorite. Cheddar right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Thinking we're gonna put toothpaste. Sounds very odd to say that out loud. Put some toothpaste in here. Get in there. I don't know why toothpaste does this. I don't know if you can tell with the camera, but like, sometimes something just like a little bit dirty. Like there's like almost 2 shades of toothpaste. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I don't know, kind of hard to tell sometimes. Now, it's supposed to be a darker shade down here, but I don't think we're going to do that because it's going to look really weird to have those colors down there. We do need lavender. That's where we brought it. And this lavender is going to go right down this way. Right this way, sir. Right this way. Oh no, what happened to Mataz's hand? Bring it back now, y'all. Apparently, a New Zealand artist is a valid job to put on the application. Heck yeah, man. I'm gonna go to New Zealand and be like, yo, I'm a Perler Bead artist. Let me in, please. And they'll be like, oh yeah, how much money you make? I'm like, 0, but that's not the point. I just want to be in New Zealand. That was a hiccup. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi again. Okay, from there, we're gonna do... These two blues are actually, like, almost perfect for this. We need 4 over here. This sounds like a Mega Man 8 level. And that's very specific. But Mega Man 8 was on PlayStation 1, and it was super sick. Okay, this blue... Yeah, this blue is not gonna work here for that, so I'm not gonna put that there. Do we need any of these other colors? I don't think so. You messed up the... Oh, I did mess up the hand. Thank you. In my effort to repair it, I messed it up. Move the outline beads on the left hand up by 1. Left, other left. Who's left? No, your other left. Okay, and I'm gonna not put these back in the bead bin. We need a red. We need a dark red, a dark pink, and a pink. Kind of like a peach, but whatever. Close enough. Oh, thank you. Sorry for that unexpected sneeze, chat. Just sneeze all over you. Check yourself for germs. And I'm gonna put this here. And then this might not be the best pink to put here. Oh, that's good. I like that. Hey, Little Heart Raccoon, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's going on? I'm curious, did you build all the frames of your voice to animation, avatar, and beads? Yeah, so basically, this was the original picture I used, right? So I took a picture of this on a green screen, and I used a knockoff Photoshop to, here, I'll just, oh, better drop the iron again, jeez Louise. So, you might be able to... Wait, actually, you can't probably see the screen. Let me move this over here. There you go. Okay. So this is me. Hey, 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 what's up? What's going on? And basically, this is a program called Honk. And so what you do is... I use Photoshop to get like black and white beads and red beads to kind of make different mouth shapes. And it like... And the eyeballs too, and the emotions, emojis, emoticons, whatever you call it, and little frog mask there. And then what happens is you set it to, shoot, how do you do this? Oh, it's one of these colors. Edit sprite, I think it's this one. Yeah, and so here you set whatever you want based on the mouth shape. So I tried to make it as mouth shapey as possible. And then it's supposed to, in theory, like accurately be able to depict whatever's going on at the time. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. Ja-jang! So hopefully that worked. What's going on? Yo, Little Heart Raccoon, we figured out a way to poke holes, a much easier way instead of using the pen, which we'll highlight once we get this one finished. And it's super cool. But yeah, I do have another VTuber model that I used, made with pixel art, which is super sick, and we used Live 2D to bring it to life. But I was looking at some other Perler models, or not Perler models, pixel art models, and they look so good, like the mouth especially. Oh, that was my elbow that cracked. Dang, look at that honk. I want to get honk so bad. Cat would love the name of that. Honk. Yeah, she says that she honks. So, it tracks. Okay, we got the pink. What colors we need? We need like a green and a green. 2 different greens. And then we also need an actual blue, not this blue that we have, this turquoise. So let's put this stuff back. So I'm like, hey, what's up, Fezmare? No worries. Welcome aboard, Fezmare. Okay, what you doing? We're making mataz. Like Cobra chickens, aka Canadian geese. Oh my gosh, Canadian. We were walking by some geese today, Mataz and I don't know if they're Canadian or not. We didn't stop to see if they're gonna be sorry about anything, or say, hey, what's going on, eh? We kind of just ran as quickly as we could, because otherwise they would have gotten us with their teethy tongues. Just terrifying. Got teeth on your tongues, bro. Why do you need teeth on your tongues? That's so scary. Okay, I think what we'll do is use these greens. Squidward, which one would be best? Yeah, I guess this would be good here. Doink, doink, doink. And then we'll get this one right here. Doink. And then, wait for it. Let's get, oh, there we go. Double doink. Doink, doink. Arrived just a little bit late. Hello, everyone. Anderson Santos, what's going on? Not even being Canadian can make goose sorry. They're ruthless, they are. They're like, hey, sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna attack you and chase you down this pondy area here. Lacking any ruth whatsoever. I know, they have zero capacity for ruth. They're ruthless. I say I'm sorry a lot. It's not a stereotype because I'm Canadian. Ay, ay, ay. No need to be sorry about it. No worries. But this is perfect. Look, we literally have a color called denim. Oh, no. Give me 1 second, chat. BRB. I'm back. Okay, sorry. What the? Classic Canadian over here. I heard that it was like they passed a law that like if you get into a car accident and you say sorry, that like that's not admissible in court to be like you took responsibility for it. Which I think is pretty awesome, pretty sweet. It's like, come on, guys. We can figure it out. We can still be sorry and like not have to just yell at each other to be like, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Like, that's such a foreign concept, I think, to Americans, North Americans who live in the United States, that, like, you can say sorry or sorry about something without, like, taking responsibility. Like, if you go to the airlines and you get your flight canceled because of weather and someone's like, I'm sorry this happened to you, this sucks, versus I'm sorry, I controlled the weather and I determined that it was going to mess up your day. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at those jeans. Looking mighty genie over here. Is that it? I think that's it. Mataz, what do you think? That's ridiculous if that's admissible in court. Will Mataz get a mini beat version too? You know what? That's a really good question. let's see how this one turns out. My issue or my concern, I think, with the mini bead version is that like we don't have this variety of colors, so it'd have to be like squished and compressed into like here. It's pretty easy: white, blue, red, black, 2 shades of brown. But I got into a car collision once, and the first thing I said, I was sorry. Oh my gosh! You should be like, hey, this sucks for everybody. I'm sorry this happened to you, and I'm sorry this happened to me too. America is just so like sue happy. They're just like, oh, you looked at me the wrong way, I'm gonna sue you. It's like, get out of my way, bro. I'm just here trying to live my life. But you know what, Mike? I'm sorry that happened to you. All right, before we tape this up, I want to show you something. Let's go check on how these other ones came out. Oh yeah, here we go. Ugh. It was my fault anyway. I just say I'm sorry, just cause. All right, so if you look over here, super melty over here, almost perfectly melty over here. Not so much over here, but these colors are really hard to tell with the green tape there. Pikachu, overall, I think it's a little more even. From a distance, it's gonna be fine. No explosions, thank goodness. But yeah, we can. This is what I was worried about here, this top part here, and I'm glad that stuck together. Same thing with this one as well. So, but yeah, Mike, what happened? Did you run a red light? Cause that's not good. That doesn't sound like the Mike I know. Or was it a 7-way intersection? You're like, I forget how to do these. Cause honestly, if I was at a 7-way intersection, I wouldn't know what to do either. Hey, it does look really cute. Look, this is sleepy Pikachu. This is so sleepy. This is what we ironed earlier. So let's go and get the tape off so we can take a look and see how it's looking. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. See you later. Tape from November of not last year, but the year before. Wait, how does the bead explode? That's a good question. So if we don't have the holes here, I have an example. I had an example, I should say. Somewhere. If I keep saying, oh, there it is. I knew if I kept saying somewhere to pop up. So check this out. If you don't put tape and like do the tape method, you run the risk of there being too much heat, and then the beads kind of like deform and warp and explode, and they kind of pop. I call them exploding because I think it's big of an attention grab, but they do like pop here, and it makes it look like really gross. So to avoid that, we poke holes in the tape and we iron it. The heat has somewhere to go, and it minimizes that chance. It was a real dumb mistake, but no damage done, no one was hurt. It was at the end of an off-ramp where traffic usually turns right very easily. I thought that the car in front of me had gone already, but they didn't, so I pretty much bumped the car that wasn't moving. Aw. You know what? I'd say it's their fault. They should have been moving. Get out of here. I get those with my flowers. Ah, yeah. Like the explosies. The flower beads. Yeah, the tape method, I think, really helps with that. That's why I'm a big fan. I do it every time. Most of the time, every time. You know what I mean, Jellybean? Yeah. They're nice about it when they saw no damage done to the car. They're just like, okay, see ya. Nice. Wow, way to go, Mike. That's pretty sick. Good for you. One time I got into a car accident because where I'm from, a little region in Miami, we got voted #1 the worst place to learn how to drive. Someone ran a red while I was trying to turn when left and like the yellow, and they clipped me. And then they're like, hey, how about I just go to the ATM and give you like $400 so you can get that fixed instead of like going through all the paperwork. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't poke holes though. Maybe I should start doing it. Little Heart Raccoon. I'm going to show you a way to do it super quickly, super easy. It's going to be crazy. Because I used to do it with a pen. And on bigger pieces like this, that's a lot of poking holes with a pen. But I'm going to show you an easier way that people have been telling me about for ages, but I never quite figured out how to do it. And then I tried it Wednesday and it worked. And I was like, oh my God, this is revolutionary. Which is why I labeled the stream as such. So people can come in and be like, oh, how do you do it? I'm going to show you right now. And we're going to do it with the regular size beads. And then we're going to do it with the mini size beads. And then that should take us to 3:30. I can't believe we've been on for 2 hours already. We've been so productive. We're finally caught up with almost all... Actually, this is the final one. The final bead pieces that have been sitting in my basement and haven't been ironed forever. And oh, no. This happens sometimes if you over melt this side. Yeah, like this side is super melty. So that probably like heats the tape to the beads. So that's something that one of the cons of like over melting just a little bit. And it's possible to get it all off if you're just very careful about it. Like so. I got most of it off, I guess. There's a little piece here I gotta take out, but that's fine, I guess. Which is a very American thing to say, I guess. See, I just said it again. What is this? That's a piece of brick and mortar from our basement. Dinner will be done by then, making stuffed shells. Stuffed... What kind of shells? Is it like pasta shells? Oh, I love the song. The song's so hype. And if so, like how big are those pasta shells? Or are these like... I can't think of any of the shells besides turtle shells. Oh gosh, this is gonna be tough. I already see it peeling off. Come on, it's always the end where it gets the most tapey. Come on. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Pasta with ricotta, parsley, and mozzarella cheese? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That sounds so yum. So yeah, if you see here, this is like, if I turn it sideways, you'll see that it's like super melty there versus like here it's thicker, here it's very thin. So when this is super melty, it starts popping up on the other side. Which if you're just displaying one side, it's fine. But it's something to watch out for sure. Okay. Let's just get this piece out real quick. We made a lasagna, and by we, I mean Mataz made the whole thing, and I did nothing to help. Some lasagna with ricotta cheese, and it was super yum. Not ricotta cheese, I have been corrected. Cottage cheese. But one time I made it with ricotta cheese, right? I did? Oh, never mind. I've never used ricotta cheese in my life. Mataz is correcting me. They're the expert. They know everything about food, not me. Oh, and an egg if y'all want to make the recipe. Ooh-wee! That's right, I got ricotta cheesed. I'm going super cottage core and eating ricotta cheese, y'all. Okay, I think for this one, because it like melted pretty well, we'll display it this way. And we have to worry about like this sticky tapey side over here. Yeah, it's really yummy. Yum. So, we have finished the ones that we had to do. We have Lonk. We have Tay-Tay from BTS. We have Pikachu from Pokemans. We got Luffy from One Piece. We got Donatello with mini beads. He's not taking a dump, he's playing his Game Boy. Yeah. Yeah. Pika Pika. Yeah. Yeah. And if you guys want me to post these patterns, I still have them saved. I can put them in the Discord. Just ping me and be like, hey, Raz, you remember you said you're going to do this? Or you can put !remind and remind me to do it if you're interested in it. If you're not interested in it, that's okay. Don can do both. He can play games and take a dump. That's right. Don's a big turtle. He can do whatever he wants. All right, now I'm going to show you the crazy cool technique. We're going to use Big Poppin' to make some moves. Check this out. But first, we're going to very quickly tape this up. I think I'm going to go this way. Yeah. And the way I like to tape it is making sure there's a little extra here at the bottom or over the edges. So it can, like, not curl up. And then we'll just remove that later. NBD's not a big deal. Sounds a big turtle. Oh my god, this man said turtle. I was trying to say turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This man's over here talking about turtles. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, for the people who came into chat. Oh no! Lately, where in the world would you want to live? And what's the reason for it? Apparently, Scotland has a lot of nature. And Japan's very friendly, but a lot of natural disasters. Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power. Turtles in a ricotta cheese half shell pasta. Ay, 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 little heart raccoon. What are you cooking up over there? Yep, there we go. Ah, yeah. No, not again. Keep ripping the tape where it's not supposed to be ripped. Ah! Get out of here. Oh, Raccoon, have you figured out what you're gonna do next with your wood burning stuff? Because I know you asked for some ideas. Have you made a decision on which direction you're gonna go in? Maybe one direction? You got that one direction thing. Get up, get out of my head. This song is really stuck in my head. I need to get this song out of my head. Cause you've got that one thing in my head. That's a really lot of extra tape there. I won't live in New Zealand simply because it means I don't have to live in the USA anymore. I had my full thanks. You're making a Gengar piece? Oh, that's so sick. That's awesome. Do you know if you'd be able to make it like on a darker wood? Or is it like you're gonna do it on a lighter wood to make a Gengar as a darker design like pop? Because that looks awesome. Yeah, as someone who's lived abroad and someone, I'm Colombian, spent a couple summers there. And someone who was born and raised in the US of A. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. It's kind of the reason why I moved to Korea and Japan in the first place, right? So. Alright. A lighter wood to make it pop. Nice! That sounds so awesome. Yeah. So I'm pushing this down so that the tape is sticking to the beads, and now I'm gonna raise the roof. So I'm gonna keep pushing down here on the beads, but I'm gonna use my tweezers to loosen up the tape on the sides. Like so. And then I can flip it like a book. Boop. Now we got a piece here, right? But we have to poke holes, right? This is gonna be the back side. The tape side is gonna be the front side. Now check this out. Here's the way. Here's how you do it. You get another pegboard. I'm gonna like keep this one just for popping because it keeps it like really sticky. And you're gonna put it over here, and you're gonna put it right over. When I do it, the tape pulls apart on me. Oh, you want to make sure you're really pushing it down, like really heavily with the tape to make sure it sticks, and then very lightly be careful when you do this. You want to make sure it's also overlap. This is what keeps it all together in one piece. So that might be what's going on, but I'm not exactly sure because I haven't seen you try to do that. But if you maybe want to record some footage, I can probably give you some tips. So now that it's here, just like this, you're going to, whoop, not break everything like I just did. Let's use some surgery like that really popular family-friendly board game surgery. There we go. But we're gonna push this down here, and then boom, now we're popping. No! Ah, no! This is harder than I made it look. There's beads flying everywhere. Operation. I'm pretty sure it's called surgery, Little Heart Raccoon. I'm just kidding, you're totally right. But don't do what I'm doing, which is like making it pop everywhere. So this is a good point. Maybe I need to let the tape like sit a little bit before I try doing this, because right now it's kind of like these pieces are kind of flying about all over the place. I think this one was here. I think this one was here. Because that old table is like very tapey from like a long time ago. You know what we could do? Now that we have a few done, let's see if it works finally this way. We're gonna use another pegboard to keep it all in place. And hopefully this is making the tape stick a little more. So now when I remove this, yeah, no, this bead over here. I wonder what's missing, because this was working just fine previously. Oh, you know what? I was using the colored tape. Maybe that's what it is. There we go. I'm not really flying all over the place. This is the edge beads there. And we just poke it all in. Must be an off-brand game. I've tried it before, just frustrated with that method. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm getting frustrated right now. I can see why you'd be frustrated. Because these things are popping. And not in the way that I usually like for things to be popping. Be like, yeah, what's up? What's popping, y'all? And then these beads are like, we're popping all over the place. Yeah. Oh, no. Why? Okay, you know what's happening? You want to use painter's tape for this, not masking tape. That's why. Painter's tape has like a stronger seal, I think. With masking tape, you can see it more easily, so you can use a pen easily. Man, even his music sounds a little sinister. Because this method is betraying me. How dare you, you insolent method. How dare you make me look bad in front of my friends. That's mostly fine. Mostly. They mostly come at night. Mostly. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna try and eat. I need to, regardless of feeling sick, yeah, let's go eat. Like Hadbro or something. Those classic Hadbro surgery people. Doing them knockoff games. Internet Land welcomes you. Okay, so it looks like we got most of these down. It's gonna be interesting once we try doing this with again, the painter's tape, not this masking tape. This is kind of weak. Painter's tape, like this blue tape, might work easier. So we'll try that later. That's why we're experimenting, seeing what's working and what's twerking. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna... Oh boy. Oh boy. Glad Mataz is not here to see this. Because he'll be like, what are you doing to me? I'm falling apart. Oh my god, I got bonked. Golly. That is the appropriate noise to make, I think, in this scenario. But you know what it is? It's like this tape is also pulling back a little bit. And when it does that, it starts attaching to the pieces, which makes it move out of place. There we go. Okay. I think these are mostly good. So, right here. Ba-bam. This backside is a little more iron. This is actually really flimsy, and if I keep pulling it, it's gonna snap in half. So I have plans for me to make it a little sturdier. But we don't gotta worry about that for right now. Because we're going to iron potatoes. And we're gonna use... let's take a look. One of these sheets might be good. Maybe this one right here. Alright. Now I just gotta recover the scissors that were up there. Ja-ja. Little Hot Raccoon trying to bonk me multiple times. Goodness gracious. My head needs to cool down a little bit. Needs to recover. Too many bonks make your ass forget things. Hey, thanks for looking, Fezmare. Okay, now we need our ironing board and our iron. Here you go. And we actually already had this piece here, but this has been used quite a bit, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, and I'm gonna do this one with the heat of maybe 2.5 instead of 3 like we did earlier. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be. Actually, we're not gonna go for a flat melt. We're gonna go for a light melt. So we will Look for an iron, which I just found. Oh, it's right here. We only want it to go to a minimum heating. And then we let it chill, let it cool. And then we're gonna bada bing, and then we're gonna bada boom, you know? There you go. Alright, so maybe like a 1.5. Flat melt is best melt. Yeah, it is. But I have a specific plan for these creations. And you'll see it. You'll see what I'm gonna do, and then it'll make sense to be like, oh, I don't know that's what you were gonna do. Well, you know what I could do? I have an idea. We're gonna crank it to 2 and go from there. Because we don't need to do a flat melt, we just need to make a sturdy melt. Because of our plans that we have with Mateas. Gonna be very careful, stay a little bit on track, so we don't knock any beads out of place like we have been doing lately. Go very slowly. Make sure we're getting all the beads in. Okay, some of it's melting together. That's great. I can push down a little bit more. Okay, these are melting. Let's check the middle right here. Okay, good. So many colors. Now you can push down a little bit. Yeah, perfect. And a lot of the face beads there are closing in. Don't want to get them too close though. For my purposes. And you'll see what we'll make eventually. It probably won't be... Actually, if I make it, I could put it on Discord because Mataz has not checked the Discord. I'm not trying to go for a flat melt, but if it happens, and I'm not going to be upset about it. It'll be fine. But I don't want to tell you all my super cool idea and spoil it. But I will share with you when it's done. Iron everything a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe down here a little bit. These blues and purples. That looks good. Just trying to find this white bead right here is like being very stubborn, and I don't appreciate it. So are these white beads? Usually the white beads are the first ones to go, first ones to get melted. Gonna give it another once over. Really push down on it just a bit. Okay, I think we're done. Spoilers! Get out of here, everybody! Alright, I'm gonna put this under some heavy books. All right. Yeah. We got that done. Now, next thing on the to-do list is to remake what we messed up. And I'll show you what it is. So, duck and cover, people. Duck and cover. Ta-da! So, I haven't really worked on this. You can see it has some tape on it because I do want to paint it. I know people are gonna yell at me and be like, but Raz, the wood, it looks so good. And you're right, it does. But it's just gonna kill the mood if it says like, Surgeon General warning, you will die if you touch this. Also, Fat Bottom Betty is not really going with the theme here. So we have most of these. What's the order again? It was something like boom, boom. I forget which side's faces up and down. I think it's like red on top. I think it was something like this. This is the last one. The Earth badge. So we have something badge here. I think it's like this. And the one we messed up was the magma badge. So we're gonna remake that right now. And once we have that, I want to try an attempt of making something cool here. And I have an idea of how to make it done. But I'll record it off stream and see how that goes, because I think it'll be a little bit smoother off stream. And these are like super flat melted. This is like the epitome of flat melt. On the back, it's a pretty solid melt too. So I'm surprised none of these have blown up, considering that we didn't poke holes in these. So we need to recreate the, that's right, the Pokemon Gym Badge. We need to recreate these. So this is kind of similar to the previous question, but if budget were no object, where would you go on vacation? I think New Zealand, like a place to live, yeah, but also a place to vacation would be awesome. Hi, I love your videos. Hey, Max, how you doing? Thank you so much for saying that. That's very sweet of you. We're about to start working on a new piece. Well, an old piece. You could even call it One Piece. And we're doing our mini beads for this one. We're remaking the magma bead, the lava bead, gym badge. What? No, I was just showing. Woohoo! Like that. Greece! That sounds awesome. I've actually never been to Greece. England for the culture. What specifically about the culture would you like to go? Is it the hooligan foosball culture that you're interested in, I should say? But Max, if you're still here, what kind of Perler beads are you making nowadays? Because we just finished making a few over here. Time to show them off. Well, this is the first one from a long time ago. But we made Lonk from The Legend of Zelda. And we made Tay-Tay from BTS. And we made a Pikachu from that one Pokemon game. And a Luffy. And a Donatello. So that's what we've been making lately. But I gotta find the pattern for this. Where recent? No, that's not gonna be there. I have a folder, and it's called Perler Patterns, which is pretty sick. Pokemon. Nope, that's holiday Pokemon. Do I have gym badges? Uh-oh. Do I not have these? Uh-oh. Hey, Squidward, where do I have these? Under ornaments? Doesn't make sense for it to be under ornaments, though. No, view. Make it bigger. Oof. This is a big oof. I don't know where I put these pictures. I thought I put them away, but I guess I must have just deleted them. Oh, they might be on the desktop still. If they were, the royal family would have loved to meet the queen before her passing. Yeah, I feel that. Desktop. Is it on here? Oh, it is. Sick. Okay. Cool. We'll be good. Okay, now we can do this. We are going to add an image. There we go. I'm gonna call it image. Very original, I know. I'm gonna go to the desktop and we're gonna find our image for our gym badges. There we go. This is the pattern that we found on the internet that we're gonna go ahead and use. Ow! Jeez Louise, I'm just trying my best, y'all. Just trying my best. We're gonna make a little big here. And then that's pretty much it. So now we gotta get the beads and get to work. So. Yeah. Let's start with the outline. Ba-ba! Look at all the beads. And I can't remember if we used coral for the... I think we did use coral for the inside and red for the outside, but we'll sort that out when we get there. It turns out I have no desk space, so let me just move some stuff out of the way. Put this here. We don't need this here with us right now. Gonna move these down here. Are those mini? These are mini bees. They're very tiny little squishy bees. Very, very tiny bees. Okay. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit so we can zoom in with our eyeballs. Boink. There we go. These are pretty tiny. Ding. Whoa! We be zooming in with our eyeballs! Alright. Oh, gosh, I forgot how hard it is to work with the mini beads. Compared to the regular beads. They're so tiny. But we're doing our best, you know? We're doing what we can. It's also because they're so small, you can only really do one at a time for the most part. Sometimes you can grab two at a time. It just takes a long time to get it done. Hey, Luisa, what's up? Did you go to the ranch? And if so, how was it? Welcome back. Or are you still at the ranch? Playing Toontown Rewritten. Woo, what's a Toontown? And why did it need to be rewritten? Who wrote over it? That's like getting a VHS tape for your wedding and then recording over it for the Super Bowl. Not that I would know. We got married, but we didn't have a wedding. I just kidnapped Mataz and we got married. It was pretty rad. It was, as you say, mad rad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Hey, we got it. Not yet. Okay. Toontown Ruin is a remade version of Disney's old MMO. What? Disney had an MMO? There's no Wi-Fi here, but if somehow there is, I'll tune in. Hey, no pressure. I used to love making stuff with hammer beads. Don't use them anymore, but your videos make me want to get back into it. Aw, shucks. That's awesome. Well, you know what? I took a break too for a long time, and then I started up again. And Max, let me tell you, I have no plans of stopping anytime soon. I might have to slow things down in a little bit, but I just love making art. And I usually don't even keep the stuff I make, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I either like to give it away or like make gifts for people, but yeah. Disney's had a lot of MMOs. Like, is it like a real MMO? Like, or is it like Kingdom Hearts, the phone game MMO, quote unquote MMO, where like, yeah, technically you could play with other people, but like, could you? Like, it's not like a Final Fantasy 14, you know what I mean? Nice. A real MMO, that's crazy. Yeah, keep me away from MMOs, because I get addicted real easy. And I'm just like, I just want to get all the things. Where did I mess this up? There, that's messed up. And I just want to grind to level up everything. Make a mountain song. Sorry, I like making the outline first. Because it's easier for me to see if I've made any mistakes versus if I make a mistake post out or like without an outline, then it messes everything up and you have to find the mistake, and then I start stressing and I start being like, oh my god, I'm never gonna find it or find a way to smoothly fix all the issues. Oh yeah, outline baby. It was like Club Penguin or Pixel Hollow Online, but for toon characters like Mickey. So it's like Maple Story, because I never played Club Penguin. I never played Pixel Hollow Online. What is that about? That sounds like a pretty sweet game. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hot coral, and then that's red. Sick. All right, let's do it. Gotta go set up dinner later, y'all. Okay, enjoy your stuffed shells with your ricotta cheese. Hope you enjoy it. It sounds very yummy. Send us a picture. We love to see it. I mean, I would at least. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the bonks. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, y'all, if you are not busy tonight, or I should say in, it's going to be 3 o'clock now, so in 4.5 hours. Oh, ouchies. You should check out, whatchamacallit, Schwinn, one of our lovely community members. He is having a birthday stream, and there's going to be some Jackbox, I think, involved, and so you can join in the chat. It's going to be a lot of fun. So set your alarms for 4 hours and 40 minutes from now. It's going to be good. I'd love to see y'all there. Schwinn is a super cool pixel peep, and he's awesome. Pixie Hollow, like Tinkerbell. Oh, I thought you said Pixel Hollow. I'm like, oh yeah, hollow pixels. Isn't that what Perler Beads are? Hollow pixels? They got holes in them? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to do. There we go. Starting to freak out. The other day I went to like a grand opening of a restaurant and they were just blasting this crazy techno music, but like at crazy levels. And I get that they're trying to like get people to go into their restaurant, but it was nuts, dude. It was like, and I'm like, I can't hear myself think. We're zooming in to try to make it look better, so we can see better with our eyeballs. Thanks, Little Heart Raccoon. We zooming in. We be zooming. Oh my god, we be zooming in with our eyeballs. That's what happens when we zoom. Okay, and then we have 2. What's funny, what's coincidental, what's serendipitous of the reason why we have to redo this. We have to redo this because the original one, we melted it too much and it started getting really gross looking and all bent out of shape. It had the bends, which is when your blood gets bubbles, which I learned today. I always thought the bends was like a hangover or something, or like if you're addicted to drugs and you got the bends. Later, bye-bye, see you. Hasta la pasta. Get it? Because you're gonna eat some pasta. All right, just stop staying for the jokes. You should go. Eat your delicious food. It's like a little happy face. I always struggle with determining how many more beads we need when it comes to mini, because it's like, they're so small. And I always think I need a little less, but then it turns out I need a lot more. Doink. Doink. What? Yep, there you go. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped it. Yeah. I think, I know Little Heart Raccoon left, but I went to England once and I loved eating fish and chips for almost every meal. It was so good. So much to the point that I was there with, Mataz's family and we had breakfast and I'll eat whatever you want. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat fish and chips. And they all laughed at me like, oh my god, I can't believe you just got fish and chips. It's like 11 in the morning. I'm like, bruh, you don't understand. I'm gonna remember this meal and you all will not. And it's gonna be delicious. And you know what? I still remember that meal. Mostly because they made fun of me, but also because it was delicious. So joke's on them. It calls for frog mask. Joke's on them. Who would you prefer if you had to choose a character from a book, movie, or TV show who is the most similar to you and why? Most similar to me? To moi? I don't know. It's hard for me to determine that because it's like, are we going by me, Raz, or by me, the guy behind Raz? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. We're different versions of each other, but I don't know. Definitely something to think about. What about you guys? I'm gonna have to go with book. A character from a book? Okay, which character from which book would you most be like? Which character has shoulder tattoos on the meaty parts? Who would that be? I misread the question. But I stand by my answer. Okay. Were you gonna say, like, if you had to choose from a book, movie, TV show, what would you want to be in? Like, you as a character? I think a book gives you the most opportunity to flesh someone out. You can get into their heads and into their thoughts a lot more smoothly than like on a TV show, I think. They're more like show, don't tell, versus book is like tell and show by telling. Show and tell, one could say, theoretically. I'm not saying they should say it, but I'm just saying theoretically they could say something like that, you know? Yeah, we did. Shoot. I don't know. I think watching anime is like growing up was a really formative part of my life, and like looking at like the shonen stuff, even like Dragon Ball, thinking of like Naruto, even Vash from Trigun and all that stuff is like, I was like, dang, I want to be cool like that. And it's like, I want to be silly goofy guy until things get serious, and then I'm like super serious and super cool and super reliable. But I can't really say that about myself. I think other people would have to say that, be like, yeah, I agree or I disagree. But I do like being a goofball, that's for sure. To be honest, it's too big of a question. Yep, it kind of is. It kind of is. I see your point, man. That's why I'm wearing a big frog mask. But, oh, there we go. Slowly but surely, we're getting there, yo. Yeah. But I think an archetype is something answerable. Yeah. So then, Mike, for you, what would be your archetype? Would you be the wise sage? Would you be the traditional hero? You know what upsets me? Protagonists that are like super mute, and it's like they have no flavor at all, and it's like you're supposed to self-insert, and it's like, bro, just give me a character that like I like, or I can be like relatable with. Like, I love Chrono Trigger, and maybe that's the one game where like it kind of works like really well. Maybe Earthbound too, I don't know. But like even like Zelda games do it okay, where it's like, oh, you're not talking, but you're just a silent hero type because you're gonna beat everyone up. I don't know, it's tough. Damn, this remix is going hard. Bonka times. Yeah, there you go. Okay, because these are so small when we do iron it, I think I'm gonna iron this. No, you know what? We're gonna poke holes because we got a new method. But I still want to do it the same way, like lightly iron the back and then maximize ironing the front. No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it, tape it, and then flat melt the front. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Because we gotta see if this method works. We gotta see if it works. And if it works, it might torque. No, 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 get in there. Ugh, this red in the sea of red is hard to see. I'm not sure if the title for it, but the example I was thinking from Power Rangers. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Tell me more about these Power Rangers. You talking about the Green Ranger? Where he, like, shows up from time to time and he's like, hey, what's up, guys? Are you talking about the Red Ranger, where he's like, I'm the leader? Or are you talking about all the other Rangers? The White Green Ranger who shows up when necessary, semi-part of the team. Hey guys, I hear you're struggling here. Let me come in and help you out. Oh my god. Okay, let's tag team. Let's beat this guy up. Sick. Oh, I thought I had exactly the right amount of beads, but I went one over. That's okay. No. No, come back. Yeah. Okay, this is our front. So what we want to do is flip it, because we're just going to iron the front. And that'll give us, hopefully, the best chance for success without blowing things up. So, let's get another tiny pegboard that I have right. It was see-through. All right. I don't want to use masking tape anymore because that is very scary. So I think I kind of want to use this giant tape, this giant painter's tape. Yeah, I'll do half and half. Screw it, we'll do it live. that came out. Ugh, it did not come out okay. Dang it. Dag nabbit. Okay, let's see. That was 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's all it was. That's fine. Hey, nice man, you got 80 points. If you get to 30,000, then I'll make you something for free. And I'll ship it right to you. Okay. Sweet. And if you also type ! commands, it'll give you different opportunities and options to do different things to interact. If you notice, but people love to bonk me, even though I don't deserve it. I'm just hanging out, and they're like, I'm gonna bonk you, I'm gonna bonk you. I'm like, oh my gosh, why? Why would you do that? But Samuel would never bonk me. He's too nice of a guy. That's my theory, at least. Okay, now I'm thinking that this tape is too thick. So I guess we're gonna find out what exactly is gonna work and what is not gonna work. Oh yeah, I gotta defend myself with a cool sword. Okay, so we look it over. It looks fine, right? It looks like it's all together. So now, we're gonna loosen it up. Maybe this tape was too thick. This is gonna be a cursed creation where it's like every time we try to make it work, it just never works. It just split in half. Ah, I knew it was cursed. It was cursed. Dang it. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. Yeah, let's retire this tape. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, there we go. But now I'm sticking to the thing, which is a problem. Okay, we gotta... Oh, no. Get back there. Oh, no, get back there. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think this method works. I really do. I just don't think it's with this tape. Because these all other ones are breaking just fine. Pumping into holes. No! We gotta do it again! Dang it. Yeah, we gotta do this again. Golly. Perfect split. But not perfect tape. So I'm gonna label this tape as do not use, because this wouldn't have happened with the other tape, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's try that again. And that's part of the process. Sometimes you make stuff and sometimes everything explodes, you know? But I'd rather we do it over and we like feel confident with it, feel like it's gonna work, than otherwise. So I'm gonna label this tape as do not use for perler beads or mini beads. Yeah. The other tape seems to work just fine. Not for beads. That's the label. Not for beads. And now I'm gonna put this tape on this tape. If you overlap tape by a few rows, it works good. I use the same tape with the thinner strips. Lethal Merc, you are totally right. I was aiming for it, but I have shaky fingertips, man. My hand's shaking. It's so tiny. That's what I was going for, because you're right. That is the technique. But thank you for the hot tip. I'm gonna put this tape on the inside of this tape. That whenever I see it, I'm gonna read it and it's gonna say, not for beads. What does that mean? This happened to me once with an Alakazam sprite. It hurts. It does hurts. It hurts indeed. Because this is so thick, right? So like, it just kept sticking to me instead of like being able to punch it down. So, I might have to just scrub this off too. All right, let's just redo it. Let's get this party started, I guess. Ugh, my back. I need to incorporate more stretches. Before we were on Twitch, we had a stretch redeem that people use and it reminded me to stretch, but I keep forgetting to do it. All right. Let's see. Let's look at the next Would You Rather question. Actually, it's not Would You Rather anymore. Now it's just discussion questions. It says, when you're bored, what do you usually do? For me, I like to endlessly scroll on my phone. And by like, I mean, I don't like to do it. It just kind of happens. And I kind of hate myself for it. I'm like, no, stop it, brain. Stop being addicted to it. But you know what? This might be useful because now I can just use the printer method in which we just do every row. And it should be fine. Blink. So now we need black. Ugh, so tiny. And my fingers are so meaty. They're meteor fingers. Yeah, I endlessly scroll on my phone. I get on Reddit or Ticklegram or Instabook. And I'm like, wait, why am I doing this? And I find myself doing it. I'm like, I need to stop. And then I'm like, I'll stop in a second. And then I don't. Meteor fingers. Pew! Giant meteor fingers. So I need one of these, a couple of. Beat bang bang boom boom. Beat bum boom boom. Beat bang boom boom bang. I generally just like stare into space too. I don't really feel I have the right to be bored anymore, so I just malaise along with boredom. For me, even fun and relaxing is a productive one way or another. Yeah, I think there's a standing committee one that's like, it's impossible. Like, if you're bored nowadays, it's like, it's your fault. It's your fault for being bored, because like we literally have everything at the tip of our finger, everything on at our fingertips, everything at the. What is that phrase saying? Everything at the tip of our fingertips. That seems redundant. Everything within reach of our fingertips. Finger. And does it... You guys, I can't figure it out. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thankfully, at our fingertips. There you go. Thankfully, cut all those social media apps halfway through last year. Yeah, good for you. Keep it that way. You don't need them. Take it from me, who still has them. And I don't need them either. Because it's like, we do have everything at our fingertips. At the tip of our fingertips. And it's just like, we're just hanging. What is going on here? Get in there. What the heck? Why is it not working? There you go. Weird. Alright, I'm gonna move my mic a little bit. Not you, Mike. I'm talking about my microphone. Jeez, you think it's all about you, huh? There we go. Now I can hunch over a little bit better. Okay. Oh, I thought I grabbed that one, but I didn't. We're gonna need 1, 2. Block of 4 over here. But yeah, we have like all this technology. We can literally get free books and movies and TV shows from the library. We could play video games for free because there are games that are free to play. You can go on the internet and like learn a new skill or a new hobby. Like part of it is like, if you're bored, it's kind of on you, dude. You kind of have to go out there and like figure it out, man. Okay, it looks like I kind of overused the black beads there, but I'm fine with keeping it that way because I'm gonna just use these beads over here anyway and reuse because I did an oopsies. Okay, I messed up. All right, I bamboozled myself. Okay, won't you forgive me, y'all? Nobody's perfect. Lots of red here on the side. There you go. Oh. Oh. There you go. I used to doodle. I used to draw. Not well at all. But as someone with ADHD, like, it helped my brain would just be distracted by something. It was like, stimulation, give it to me. I need it. I need it. Oh, this is wrong, because there's going to be the black beads there. Alright, let's put this down. More than just availability and convenience of entertainment, but the things I'm working on are really cool to me, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be interested. Yeah, that's fantastic. That you have something that you can work on and be like, I have a goal, I have something that makes me excited to work on. Like, that's so great. If only everyone were so hashtag blessed. But good for you, man. That's great. I kind of feel the same way, like, yeah, maybe I haven't really played a lot of video games lately or watched a lot of TV, so I'm out of the loop with everything. But I've been working on art. I've been working on making the stream better. I've been working on spending time with people, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's pros and cons. Like, I used to rip through video games, and I think that was out of, like, having nothing better to do. And, like, I love story narratives and stuff like that, so I'd rip through a game, be like, dang, that was pretty sweet. Next game. Game, please. And nowadays, not so much. I got stuff to do. I'm not saying I don't get bored, I do, it just feels worse than normal bored. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough, too, because it's like, you're like, wait, I shouldn't be bored. I have all this cool, fun stuff to work on. Then you like beat yourself up for being bored. And it's a vicious cycle. At least for me. I don't know if that's the same with you, Mike. Exactly. Ayo, nailed it. What is going on here? How did I mess this up? This goes over here. I was so deep. And talking about boredom, I bamboozled myself. We need to go another road down here. I think I'm gonna make a poll in Discord to see what folks want me to make next. I know some people have been like, oh my god, Undertale. I'm like, under what? Undertale, under the where? It's under the tail. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, really. Where does this one go? What the? What? How the heck? Oh, I know where that one goes. That one goes up here. Oh no, I just messed everything up. Everything goes down one, I think. Yep. Whoops. There we go. Ayo, nailed it. Nailed it. What do you guys think about the new chat overlay? Now that we can use our better TTV emojis, emoticons. For example, I can type something like this. And it'll show up on the stream. I think that's pretty sweet. I like the new font too. I wish I could make it bigger, but I also don't want to take up too much of the screen. Kind of a hard balance to find. People like making that's cool and big. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. What? Yeah, it's very fancy. Let me get a break of that fancy feast. And if you want to get the whole list of our emotes, if you click exclamation, if you type exclamation point emotes, it'll send you to a link of all of our personal emotes for this server. There are global ones that you can use too, but alright guys, we're almost there. This actually worked out perfectly because I was thinking like, what am I gonna do if I finish early? But we're not finishing early. We're probably not gonna finish on time. We're probably gonna finish late. Sleepy Saturday, but mostly because I took a nap yesterday and it almost killed me because I couldn't sleep last night. Way to get bamboozled me. Yep. I feel like this one took me longer, even though I had all the beads out. And I don't know why. That doesn't make too much sense to me. Maybe because I'm so frazzled, I'm like, I can't believe I did that thing I did. I've lost my confidence. Could be, I don't know. Yo, Viz Media putting a bunch of anime on YouTube. They're like, hey, you want to watch anime for free? Here it is. Like, they have all episodes of Naruto up there. They have all episodes of Old Sailor Moon. A bunch of stuff that I don't think I've ever watched before. So y'all should check it out. Alright, somehow I'm missing 2 more beats. Or you know what? Maybe I made this too big and I messed up again. Dang it. Oh, I'm not missing 2 beats. This is why. I am missing a black beat, I think, now. More beats to go under the desk, I suppose. Yeah. No, the red one goes in the center. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You called it, Samuel. Or Samuel. I'm not sure how you prefer to pronounce it. Don't know where the other black bead went, but it got eaten by the desk. Right, I'm moving around the lighting to make sure it looks like the pattern. It does. Okay. So, we're going to try this again with a better tape. We're going to use this nice one like yellow tape. Painter's tape. It's not as strong as that one. It's thinner. It should be okay. Let's try. Sam, it's okay. Okie dokie, Sam. And if you want me to call you something else, we can do that too. For example, we have someone who goes by the name Crimson. And it's like, I don't think that's on your birth certificate, but that's okay. We're on the internet. Who cares? Okay, let's go with confidence. Ah, yes. Chill Stardew Valley music right when we're doing some tense stuff. Classic Stardew Valley, am I right? I am worried about that black bead up there not having enough. Dang it. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Shoot! I should have planned for that. Oh, no, it fits. Yes. And I think one bead is off. Yep, that one bead is off. So we'll fix that. In the meantime, we're gonna press down and make sure it's all nice and taped. And as we move this up, try to get this one black bead back in where it's supposed to go. The boys are back in town. There we go. We got it. I think we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna push, 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 making sure the tape is on it. Okay. Is this black bead moved now? Or is this one of those extra large black beads? I think it is. Dang it. Oh well. It should be fine. Should be. Alright, now let's change some more hype music. Is this hype? We're about to find out. And you know what we'll do? Can this even go through one of these beads? It does. Perfect. So that'll be our guiding little piece there. A little pilot hole. You can call it, I suppose. Okay, now let's see if this works. And it might work this one. This one might work better if we sandwich it. Hey, get out of your hair. Yep. 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 Okay, guys. This is proof that I'm not bald. But at this point, I'd rather be bald for a little bit. Just for the stream, so my hair doesn't keep falling in here. Get out of here. You don't pay rent here. You're not my real dad. Oh, nailed it. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try, keyword is try here, to get it back on here. Okay. Now this, maybe to push in. It's working. It feels great, and it is working. And it's stuck to the tape, which is excellent. And it's not sticking to my fingers. This is fantastic. Okay, I just want to double check. That looks okay. There you go. Look at all those holes. It's like the one movie Holes. Lovely. All right, let's get this melted, y'all. Here's the ironing board. Oh yeah. We did it, everybody. Almost. Let's not celebrate just yet, actually. I don't know why I'm celebrating. Boink. Move the camera up a bit. Always been a light. There we go. Move the beads out of the way. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We do need. There we go. Ta-da! Little piece of ironing paper. And I'm gonna put this on low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Just the one. We have 3 and then max. We're gonna one. Wait for it to heat up, and then we're going to melt it slightly. And then when we get a chance, we're going to put it in some heavy books, let it cool down, flip it over. So we're just waiting for the lights to turn off, and then we'll go. There we go. We just want to make sure that all the pieces are melted to one another. And then we'll be done with this side. And that might be it. That might be it. Just like that. Just a nice little melt. Make sure everything is melted to something else. Don't want to melt it too much. Okay. So make sure it's down here. Alright. This shouldn't take too long to cool down. Put it over here. This is a minefield over here. We got all these Perler Beads all over the floor. Okay. Now we got Mataz over here. So let's see how Mataz came out. Okay, they're pretty sturdy, I hope. Just want to make sure all the beads are melted to at least one more. Hey, kitty baby. I'm going to try to remove the tape because we haven't ironed it too much on the back. I'm going to be very careful about this. Yes, I know, kitty baby. We're almost done. It's not even 3:30, kitty. This is our kitty Thor. Meows a lot. He's very vocal. He's a half Siamese cat. But he's very Siamese in the fact that he meows a lot. Okay. A little more tape. And here's where we have the tape overlaid perfectly fine. Doing pretty good. Careful there. Yep, still one piece. Good. One piece. Oh, that black bead got me nervous. Now check it out. It's Razzmatazz. Wow, how lovely. Now... Wow, it's almost like identical how some of the beads inside are like not really ironed at all. Makes me a little nervous, but again, if we keep this under wraps for a little bit for a little project, it should be okay. It should be okay. Blank. I'll move this out of the way. Okay. Now, honestly, it hasn't been that much time, but I think that this might be cool enough to work on. It's mini. Okay. Okay. So we're looking at this right now. And it looks like most of these have, if not, I hope all of them. Yeah, this looks a little sturdy. So I'm gonna flip it over. Where's my ironing board is over there? 1 second. Now I'm gonna flip it over. Do the same thing we did with Mataz. Take the tape off gently, and this is what we're gonna flat melt on this side. We just want to get the back slightly melted to keep it like sturdy. And this is one way to do it. There are multiple ways to do the flat melt. You can just flat melt the one side initially. Call that a day. But this is looking like it's in a good place. And let's get this bread. Let's iron it, baby. We left the iron on because it was like such a short turnaround. I figured it'd be fine. But usually I unplug the iron. I like rotating it because I feel like sometimes, because I'm right-handed, different sides iron quicker than others, and I put too much pressure on one side. I want to keep it at one to make sure that we have full control over this, because the last one got too melted. Let's slow it down a bit, actually. Nice and slow. push down too much. That'll really flatten them out. And that's what happened the last time we tried working on this. This will give us a little more control since we're on a really low heat. It's almost there. Almost there. I'm tempted to like raise the heat, raise the roof. But I don't want to regret that because we've worked way too hard on this one. I'd rather we take our time, do it right, don't take any shortcuts. But it doesn't feel like it's melting anymore. Come on. Okay, maybe because the heat needs to recharge. Okay. Now it's gonna be hot heat. Okay, that side is gonna be melted real soon. Oh, okay, I think we're almost there. Almost. One more quick round pass, and I think we're done. I hope we're done. I can still see a couple of holes here. Okay, now I think we're done. Okay, so now we're gonna put that under some heavy books and leave that there for 10-15 minutes. Now we're gonna unplug the iron because it's good safety practice for fire stuff. And we're gonna put it in a place where it's not gonna burn anything. And yeah, y'all, it's 3:30. I think we're done. We've done a lot today. We practiced out a new method and learned that some tape works better than others. Gotta do a few more experimentation with that. It was really cool to see this big piece popped holes with that. We popped holes with these as well, doing the same process. So really happy with how these came out. Some a little more flat meltier than others, but at the same time, on the other side, a little too melty, you know what I'm saying? But it do be like that sometimes. It's the risk you run when you try playing that flat melt game. And then we have Razzmatazz. Ta-jang! Yay! We did it, team. Wow. Hey, Donatello, it's your boy, Raz. Let's hang out. Oh no, too busy playing video games. Bleep, bloop, blop, bloop, bleep. I'm out of here. Woo! That's funny. Funny to me, at least. But yeah, y'all. If you are hanging around tonight in about 4 hours, there is a community member of ours, Schwinn. He is streaming. It's his birthday. See if you can swing by. It'll be a lot of fun. It's be on Twitch. There's going to be a link there. But thanks so much for being here. If y'all were here lurking, thank you so much. If you're here after the fact and you're just watching the DVR, I guess, of the live stream, thank you so much. And if you've been here and you've been chatting, thank you so much. And if you've only been here for a little bit, thank you so much. If you've been here the whole time, thank you so much. Yay, see you, Fizbear. Thanks for swinging by. Bye, Sam. Thanks for swinging by. And we really appreciate y'all. We'll be back Wednesday night, and we are going to be working on something brand new, because hopefully by then we got a big announcement. So excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy party time. Woohoo. Crazy party time with crazy announcements. Party time. Oh, yeah, let's go. So excited. But we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, y'all, we'll just catch you later on the flippity flop. And hasta la. What about the ball reality? Oh, maybe that'll be the next thing we do. Wednesday night. Bada bing, bada boom. It's already been planned. It has been decided. We're gonna make Fez's bald Raz. So let's get this bald bread. Alrighty, y'all. Well, we'll catch you later. Thanks for swinging by. We have community night Monday night. We're probably gonna play Project Zomboid. Got to double check on the poll, but go check the Discord if that's something that you want to join. If you want to share pictures, learn more about Perler Beads, or share your ideas with other people, feel free to check it out. But until then, hasta la pasta. See you later, skaters. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. See you.